right. I think we are live. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. We back refreshed after a good weekend for me, at least. I know I had a good weekend. Got a lot of different stuff done. Ready to get into the week, talking about new Nintendo stuff, new Nintendo rumors, discussions, Smash Brothers, Mario, Zelda, everything. We're going to talk about a lot of it today. New information came out from Mr. Kiwi Talks. But I also have a new video coming out on Smash Brothers as well. So that video might be up tonight too. I actually recorded it. I just have to start editing the video. But yeah, we're going to talk about what he had to say. Then I'll have an in-depth video for you guys. That will be out maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. I'm just not sure exactly when, but it'll be out. It'll come. It'll come at some point. So I'm excited to talk about that and everything else that we're going to discuss today, guys. So let's get into the shout-outs. We got to get into the shout-outs. What's good to everybody? Hold up here. I forgot something. My TV. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Forgot to turn on my TV to... Oh! And I got a new game that I'm playing, too. I'm actually super excited. It's the first game that I've actually kind of got into after Xenoblade X. I took a little bit of a break. But I got into it, so we're going to talk about that as well in just a bit. Let me put my TV to something that we can check out here. Like a little bit of a vibe. All right, yeah, that's a little bit of a vibe here with that little thing here. All right, so let's get into some shout-outs. Then we can kind of keep going here, guys. Let's go. All right, let's start out here. My man Dior's here. Like always, what up, Dior? General Zamora! Party man! You guys let me know about your weekend, too. If you guys had a good weekend, let me know. What games are you guys playing? Let me know what you're up to. We're going to get into all sorts of trouble today. Elements Nullify. What up, Elements? What up, guys? Dior, Daniel Charney, Jamar Chase in the house. Yo, what's up, Jamar? Welcome, brother. When Fire Emblem 4 Remake comes out, bruh. Wait, Smash Bros. When? 5 years from now. Let's see here. Vadset, what's up, Vadset? Lucette, what's good? 777, AZ, Double OG. Let the Smash rumors commence. I know, let the Smash rumors start, man. It's gonna start a flood of different Smash rumors, and I'm here for it until I get tired of it. Then I'm not gonna be here for it. George FT, what up, George FT? J Views, what's good? I'm playing Pragmata Fatal Frame 2 Remake. Nice, let's go. Life will change. Did you see Rockstar said PC games aren't the core audience because they don't spend or buy enough for it? LOL. I didn't hear him say that second part. I heard him say that console gamers are the core audience, but I didn't hear all that other part. Been Crimson Dawn, fam. Hey, there you go. That's a beefy game with a lot of stuff in there, so you got to play that. You got to really get into it. So far, my weekend's been great. Just finishing up animations, getting character animations detail done. That is how the weekend went. Nice. Let's go. Just got Astral Chain. Can't wait to play it. Nice. I just got a new game. Actually, I had this game before. I did a sponsorship with it earlier, but I kind of dropped it just because I wasn't feeling it at the time, because the Switch 1 version was kind of dookie. But then the Switch 2 version came out. I think last year the Switch 2 version came out. Or was it this year? I think it was last year. I think like there was an update for it. Then I was like, all right, cool, Switch 2 version. And I started playing. I'm gonna let you guys know in just a bit. I'm gonna go grab it right now. Wait, where is it? Oh, here we go. I actually got a really good deal on it. I think I had it digital. I think I got a review code. I know I had it on PlayStation 5 for sure. But I got a physical copy of it and then bought an upgrade pack. So I'll let you guys in the chat, if you can guess what it is. You guys can let me know if you can guess what that is. What's up, cool guy? Yo, the Dudleys. Antonio Can says playing E6. Hey, let's go E6 like that. I've tried the E series. Yeah, I've made some videos on the E's games. I've made La Cremosa of Donna. I've played some of the E stuff. Excuse me. Let's see. Just played some Warframe game runs. So smooth. Nice. Time for us to come out of Smash retirement. Yeah, I saw that post party, man. I was like, oh, here we go. Time to come out of Smash retirement. Yeah, man. We gonna be back. Back to getting trounced by 15-year-olds at tournaments. Got to work on the explosion animation for detailed characters spinning and turning the wheel. Basically 16 animation a piece. Nice. Trails in the Sky first chapter, ain't it? Nope, not Trails in the Sky first chapter. I was already playing that game. But I told you guys where I'm at. This is a game that I kind of dropped, or like I played it, but I kind of dropped it early because the Switch 2 version was crusty. The Trails in the Sky first chapter, the Switch 2 version was a little bit crusty, but it was way better than this version of the game. Like this game that I'm talking about. This game, I think, came out in like, I think it was 2024. I think it was 2024 or 2023. It's a ground up remake of an old game. Of an old Super Nintendo game. It's a ground up remake made by a certain company of an old game that went to Switch 1 and went to other systems, and then they made a upgrade pack on Switch 2. So I'm playing that game. Okay, yeah, Leaf Storm. Okay, Leaf Storm got it right. Romancing Saga 2. I actually just bought the physical copy. I bought the Switch 1 cartridge, then I bought the upgrade. I was thinking, I mean, it's on sale right now, and I was thinking about just getting the game, or I think I already have the game, but I wanted a physical copy of it. I was able to get a good deal on Woot, so I got that, bought the upgrade pack for it, so I think I spent less than 30 bucks. But yes, bought this game, got back into it, super excited. It's kind of hard to see. All right, here we go. Super excited to play it. And kind of really like, now that I can play it portable and also play it on Switch 2, it's not crusty. The Switch 1 version of this game, it works and it's fine, but man, like, bro, like, the 30 FPS, even though it's a turn-based RPG, the 30 FPS, how long it takes to get into the battles, it was taking way too long for the battles to start up. It just felt kind of crusty out of the battle, like, you know, just in like the main menu maps and things like that. And like I said, the loading times are just a little bit too long, even for like going inside of the house. They're way quicker now on Switch 2, way better. So I had to, you know, get the upgrade for it. So yeah, Leaf Storm got it first though. Leaf Storm got it first. Daemon X Machina, that was never on Switch 1. Or no, that was on Switch 1, but there was no upgrade there's no upgrade pack for Daemon X Machina for Switch 2. Like, they haven't updated it for it to run better or anything. So Leaf Storm, you already got it. It's Romancing Saga. It's Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Revenge of the Seven. It's a great game. But yeah, once again, Persona 3 Reload is not on Switch 1. And it does not have an upgrade pack for Switch 2. So I said that this game has an upgrade pack. I specifically said this game was on Switch 1, and it has an upgrade pack on Switch 2. So, yeah, Persona 3 Reload would not fit that category. But yes, it is Romancing Saga. Let's see here. Shout outs though. I just got off a flight and playing Resident Evil Requiem on the flight was amazing. Also funny, people were looking at my screen, probably thought what is this dude playing? Dude, if you play a video game on a plane, people will immediately look and ask you like what it is, or they'll just look, or they'll just watch. I had that happen to me like when I first got my Switch 2 and I was heading back from San Francisco. I had people looking and asking me, what is it? Oh, that's the new Switch. Oh, that's cool. Like, I had the TSAs. One TSA came over to me and was like, oh, look, they were telling me, hey, look, you got that new system. You know, so I was playing, people were asking me about it. So, because I was playing Mario Kart. I almost was able to get into a game with somebody else, but they got on their flight, so then they couldn't play the game. But I was thinking, oh, maybe somebody else has one. And I was like trying to create a room like people can join, but yeah, I couldn't get anything. But yeah, man, it's awesome, dude. It's fun. Let's see, how's the performance of Romancing Saga 2? How's the performance for Romancing Saga 2 on Switch 2? It's good. It's 60 FPS. It's 1440p, 60 FPS docked, and then handheld, it's 1080p, 60 FPS. It looks clean. It looks just about as good as the PlayStation 5 version of the game. So it's pretty cool. Justin with the 3 combo breaker.
I was into that game when the Switch 2 version came out, but then I got confused and lost. Then I dropped it. Lol, I'm still on that Digimon grind.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that, because this is like a 100-hour game, and it's like kind of confusing at times, like with the combat system, and it's easy to forget things with it, like the formations and stuff. It's a game, like, if you drop it, you might not go back to it, you know, just because of how long the game is. And I might drop it too. So like, I might do the same thing depending on how long it takes me and how much time I put. Like, if it doesn't hook me, I'll just play it when I feel like it. If it hooks me, then I'll keep on playing. But I do like the game. Like I said, I do like it. I think it's fun. I put a number of hours into the PS5 version, so I just don't like playing, you know, turn-based RPGs on PlayStation 5 because it's like sometimes I want to play portable or play in the living room or, you know, hang out somewhere else, and like I don't want to be stuck on a TV when it comes to turn-based RPGs. So that's Justin. First dono of the stream. Hey yo, with the $3. Anybody stream where you can man Justin on the board. And remember, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your music request in the chat, and I will, or in the message, and I will play your video game music request. Let's go. Exactly. I feel bad for someone looks over it and just sees gore, but oh well. I mean, it might be fun for them. It's like a horror movie. The screen's so big on the Switch too. Like you don't even really have to just be like you don't have to be like looking over. You can just be like side eyeing and like see the screen because it's like a massive screen, you know. Hey, what's up, Varkster? Welcome. Varkster, I emailed you back, so we can set something up this week for the Warframe stream. Let's see here. I know Xenoblade 3 back in my my rotation somehow. Let's go. We need a new Monolith Soft game. We need the Monolith Soft music to get back in the rotation. So I'm gonna have a video on Monolith Soft coming up here too, though, guys. I'm gonna have a video coming up here on Monolith Soft. I want to talk about them. I had a video on Switch 2 sales, which was interesting. I thought I'd troll trap people, but I wasn't really able to troll trap people. But the video's doing really good, so I didn't really feel the need that I need to rush out something now unless I have something that I really want to talk about. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. A lot of you guys did watch it. 19K plus views already, so thank you. 920 plus likes. I had some people trying to tell me, where's the data to back up what you're saying? Dude, I literally said it in the video. I said March sales, and I not only that, but I showed you guys post after post after post. Now, obviously, just social media, you can't 100% tell by social media, right? But I think, once again, it is very clear that there is a large number of people buying a Switch 2. It's not just my algorithm. It's lots of people. People don't want to admit it. Sony fans and other people don't want to admit it, but they're seeing a ton of people because I'm starting to see people chime in like, oh, well, there's nothing to play, like getting salty when somebody else simply posts out of joy that they got a Switch 2, you know? So it's funny to me, at least, you know? So like I said before, like I said last year, this is just the start. This is just the start. It's going to keep going. And once again, we still don't have Smash Brothers. We don't have the next big Legend of Zelda. We don't have 3D Mario. We don't have the next big Animal Crossing. Bro, we're not even at those games yet. We don't have the next big Splatoon. Splatoon Raiders is coming first. Splatoon 4 is going to be coming. Imagine when those games drop. Bro, it's going to be pandemonium, especially with the price increases of Xbox and PlayStation and probably a $600+ Steam machine. Switch 2 is in the perfect spot. Yo, Devin Pritchard, do not raise the price of the Switch 2. Just keep it there. I don't care. Raise the price of NSO. Raise the price of something else. I don't care what you do, you know, but don't raise the price of the Switch 2. People are starting to come around. People already came around, but now like the mass audience, you know, like the people that just like, you know, that aren't like the hardest core gamers, but they're Nintendo fans here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a Switch 1, you know, but they're not sitting there playing every single game. They're starting to come around. They're starting to buy without Throne, by the way. I still see the Throne posts, but you know, non-content creator. Now normal people starting to pick it up. You start seeing people with their kids saying, hey, they say that their allowance, you know what I'm saying? My daughter, she recently got a Switch 2. Not because I never forced one on her, by the way. I never forced one on her. I never forced one on my daughter. She said she wanted Tomodachi Life. It's her birthday coming up. I said, all right, I'll go ahead and get you that. And she also talked about she wants to play Animal Crossing. So I was like, okay, I mean, sure, you can play it on Switch 1, but there's a Switch 2 edition. And then there might be a new Animal Crossing. And she also talked about Pocopia and a couple other like cozy games that her friends have been playing or that she sees on TikTok. So it's starting to get to the super casual audience. You know, my daughter is into, all she plays is Roblox. You know, all she plays is that.
I have been laughing at seeing someone playing Switch 1 games on the PS5.
I did see that.
Seeing them play Odyssey at worst quality and FPS than Switch 2 after all that time and money is funny.
Yeah, I don't think it's that many people. I mean, obviously most people that want to play Odyssey are going to play it on, they're not going to run it on Linux. They're going to play it on Switch 2 or they're going to play it on Switch. But yeah, that's fine too. I don't have a problem with that. Like the joke writes itself. PS5 finally has games, right? That's like it finally has great first party games, like great single player first party games on the system. So the joke writes itself. What's up, the Great Wall? What's up, Lucette? What's up, Elias? What's up, Sonic? We need a Switch 2 Lite. I don't know if we need a Switch 2 Lite right now, but I mean that'd be nice. But right now, I don't think we need any new models. Right now, there's a $450 system that people are enjoying. Right now, we don't need any type of disruption. Just keep it going with that, and then maybe in a couple years, then maybe after year 2, then okay, you get a Switch 2 Lite. Like right now, I think it's a little bit too early for it, in my opinion. So, it's a bit too early. They need to keep 450 to get people into the ecosystem. I agree. Like, I think $500, I mean, I think people would still buy it at that because like the Mario bundle, but if they're gonna increase the price, I would say make every single version of the Switch 2 come with Mario Kart World. If you're gonna do that, don't make it to where it's just the same bundle, or it's just like, oh, okay, it's the same no system or no game, and it's now from 450 to 500. That's what Microsoft and Sony do. Like, they just increase the price, you don't get anything for it. So if Nintendo is gonna increase the price, don't cheap out. Like, don't stingy out. Put Welcome Tour in there. Do something. You know, people saying that should have been bundled in anyway. Do something. Don't just do it to where you just increase the price and there's no benefit at all to the consumer. So, in my opinion, if they're going to increase the price, keep it towards the Mario Kart bundle the whole time. Do not do it to where, you know, where you say, oh, well, we're going to increase the price of just the basic one. It's $450. No. Like, do that if you're going to. So, I'm hoping that they don't. Like I said before on the Spawncast, if they're going to increase the price, man, you got to do it in the first half of the year. Because you don't want to get to the holiday and then all of a sudden, oh, we're increasing the price. That's bad PR before the holiday. And Grand Theft Auto for the PS5, and there's probably going to be a discount for PS5 as well. So don't do it then. Shout outs to Psychopipe with the 83 months of Joan and Tears. Says, notice how they had to emulate Switch games to play games on PS5. Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke. The joke is, you know, you got first party games by doing that. But once again, the quality isn't, I mean, it's definitely better quality if you just play it the Switch 2 update on, you know, if you just get the real physical copy of the game or get the digital copy of the game, and if you play it on your Switch 2 with the update, it's way better than playing it on PS5, you know? So, let's see, by the end of this year, no one's going to be able to say anything at all when it comes to first party lineup is going to hit hard. I think by the end of the year, the first party lineup is going to hit hard, but there's still going to be some questions, right? There's still going to be, okay, where's the next 3D Mario? Where's the Smash Brothers at? Where's the Animal Crossing at? So there will still be some, but the one thing that people have to realize is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to get Zelda, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Animal Crossing. You're not going to get all of that in a year and a half. It's going to be spread out over the first probably 3 years or so of the system's life. You can't get all of that in the first number of years, not with how big games are these days. So they've got to kind of spread it out a little bit, you know? So yeah, there you go. I'll keep in mind that decorating, I thought paying okay, never mind, you're talking to somebody else. Shout outs to Varkster though. Yeah, they gotta add welcome tour or something. That's what I'm saying. They gotta add welcome tour or something. Nintendo is not that benevolent. I mean, people thought that they weren't that when it comes to the digital versus physical. People thought that it was actually the increasing price of physical, and no, it's actually decreasing the price of digital. So we'll see. Let's see. Well, given today's developments, I doubt they'll be able to keep prices down. Life will get even more expensive, unfortunately. I don't know what today's developments are, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like you didn't specify at all. You like vague posted on there, so I don't know what today's developments are, and I don't even know who you're talking about. So you got to specify there. Exactly, OJ. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Politics. Oh, what, the war? Because of that? But I mean, if you can be not political by just saying exactly what the root cause would be, that would be great. Even though it is kind of political, but still, I want to know because I didn't see it. Let's see here. I'm playing Xenoblade 3 and having a blast. The world is huge comparison to Xeno 1 and 2. It's a pretty big world. But yeah, like I'm waiting for a Xeno 3 patch. I already beat the game, but I'm waiting for the Xeno 3 patch. I'm referring to the Mario Kart bundle. That's too much value to give away at MSRP. Well, it's not really giving it away, and they already did it for that price anyway. They already did it for $500. So I don't know. I don't think that's too much, in my opinion. Yes, the MSRP would be 500 for the system, but I think that that can be the new, just standard thing, would be like the Mario Kart World Bundle, which they did it for 500. They did it for 500, you know, before, and it was fine. I'm gonna keep it vague. Oh, I'm sure you'll see it later. You can just tell me, man. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like I said, just tell me. I didn't see. I mean, if you know what it is and I don't know what it is, then I mean, you can just say it. Who cares? Let's see here. Barkster with the 50. Aussie. And he says, does Saturday night work for you, good sir? I'll set an alarm Sunday morning. If you're happy with Saturday, feel free to send the reply later. We can lock in. Yeah, we can do Saturday. We can just do it before the Spawncast. So if you want to do it like before the PE Spawncast pre-show, and like we can do it before then, or we can do it leading into the Spawncast pre-show, or we can do it a different day where we don't have to worry about the Spawncast pre-show or the Spawncast. But Saturdays, I gotta be at the Spawncast on Saturdays. So, Varkster, thank you for but yeah, we can lock it in. We can do it before then. We can do it after then. We can pick a day when, you know, a different day. General Zamora with the 12 months. Thank you so much, General Zamora with the 12 months. Renengon boys. Hey, yo, let's go. Thank you for that, man. Orange guy started up Michigan in the Middle East. Shipping ports are being hit, and the other parties responding. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, Nintendo's going to have to take the hit on that. I mean, they're going to get their tariff rebate, right? They're getting their tariff rebate. So I think hopefully getting that tariff rebate, they can say, all right, there's going to be some other stuff, but we can absorb it because we're going to be getting millions back in tariffs. So I hope that helps offset it. Shout outs to Varkster. Thank you for the $35. Oh my God. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support, brother. But yeah, I mean, listen, everybody knows what was going on here. I mean, that's the thing. Everybody knows what's going on here. But I see what you're saying, though, man. I see what you're saying. It's a tough. I can see why you didn't want to say it, right, Elias? Because, you know, like, no politics stuff here in the chat. But I mean, yeah, like, that stuff's pertaining to actual games. So there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, look, this is what's happening that could affect us, like, as consumers. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not inherently bad to say that. So thank you for that update. I did not see that. I did not see that at all, Elias. So thank you for that, man. I appreciate you updating us on that. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Varkster, 6860 with the big $35. Anybody's 35 more even, my man, Varkster? At the top of the board, Varkster, if you want some music, let me know. I got you for some tracks. Lego, 41 on the board already. Let's get it. That would kill physical sales for the game. What's the point if everyone who owns the system already has the game? The point is that it gives good value for people to buy. Same thing with people at launch. When they had it at launch, and the same thing, people still bought it when it comes to physical or digital. Either way, when it comes to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and tons of people had that. I know it went away after a while, but they had that every single holiday. They had that bundle. So I don't really think it'd be that bad. I mean, you said it kills physical sales, but it gets more people to buy the system in the first place. So to me, it makes sense. To me, it would make sense. It would add great value to the system, and I think that people would buy it more in droves if they included Mario Kart World in every single one. But that's just my opinion. Let's see here. The cool guy, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. You guys, somebody's got to bring up Nintendo every time. Somebody's got to bring him up. Okay, to be fair though, right? I was roasting him on Twitter today. I was absolutely cooking Nintendo today. So I can see why you brought him up. I was cooking him. He was getting absolutely obliterated. So I thought I was just messing with him. Because he wasn't responding to me, but then I struck a nerve. So then he responded one time. He said something along the lines of, oh, remember when, you know, Nintendo never had sales, now all their games are on discount and all that. And I said, remember when you lost all of your audience because you lied about Switch 2 sales? That one struck a nerve with him because he responded. He wasn't responding to any of my other stuff, but that one, he's like, wait a minute. He's like, you're still trying to use me to be relevant. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody trying to use you. You're a liar. I'm just trying to call it like I see it. Anyway, Varkster with the 50 says, okay, forgot the Spawncast pre-show. Oh, I'm only happy to do it Friday night. If you don't mind playing a game on JoJo Fridays. Oh yeah, we can do it. We can lead into it. So we can do like an hour or so of just the regular JoJo Friday, and then we can go into that. So like I said, we'll see though. We'll see. We'll set it up. If not this week, we'll get it for next week, maybe like Thursday or something like that too. We can set it up. We can kind of put it all together. I need to make some animations though, so maybe we should lock it in for maybe next week. I need to make some Warframe animations, which might take a little bit of time. Actually, it wouldn't take that long, Varkster. So yeah, well, look, maybe we should try next week, and let me make those animations in the meantime. So that'd be kind of cool. Thank you so much, Varkster, with multiple donos today already. Goodness gracious, we are out here, 76 on the board. Noah and Mio, combo break, and the limit break. No, actually, no. Noah and Mio, 1 hour. Let's go. Let's see here. He did not block you? Nah, he didn't block me. Because he knows if he blocks me, I'll make a video on it. I'll cook him in my video. So he won't block me. He'll block randos. He'll block other random people, but he won't block me because he knows I'll make a video talk about this fraud. He blocked me because he knows I'm, he doesn't want to do that. He don't want to do that. So he won't block me. Make him as a Tomodachi and dress him as a clown. Definitely clown. There's some guy on Twitter who's probably acting weirder than Dean. Keeps saying stuff like Fortnite was the only reason Switch sold and not exclusives. I mean, I think at this point when you see people like that, you can just laugh. You can just laugh at them. Just another artist. If you say intelligent things and like obviously like you say things that are intelligent that he knows that he can't counter, Justin, because or just another artist because you're smart, he'll block you. He will definitely block you. He'll delete comments on his YouTube page. Like, the dude's a freaking fraud, man. He's such a fraud. He has a fragile ego, too. Like, his ego is so fragile. It's so fragile. It's funny, man. And then he tries to act like... The funniest thing is that he tries to act like other people are the one he said, oh, I'm just triggering people. This dude is the most sensitive, triggered person ever. And not only that, he's such a whiny bitch. Like, he's so scared to even talk to somebody else on YouTube. I've never seen somebody with 30,000 subscribers, 30,000+ subscribers, too scared to talk to a fellow YouTuber. That's insane to me. How do you have 30,000 subscribers and too scared to talk to another content creator? You've got 30K subs, bro. It's not like you got 1,000 subs or you got like 2,000. You got 30K subs and you're too afraid. 35K? And you too afraid to talk to another content creator? Dude's such a freaking sissy, man. Like, he's such a sissy, like snowflake. So, anyway, it's kind of funny. 35K and too scared to talk to another content creator. Shaw X 1989 with the 10 months. Jordan Tears says, what up, OJ the Juice, man? Hey, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream, brother. You're grifting the grifters. I'm trolling the grifters. I don't grift when I tell, like when I said what I say to people, I say the truth. I'm trolling him a little bit, but the truth hurts for him though. Because like, that's what I'm saying. The truth actually hurts for him. So it is what it is. Let's see here. Let's see, but his actual fans are worse. What fans? What fans? Bro, what fans? He doesn't got any real fans, man. He just had a bunch of grifters last year. This is what happened, bro. We didn't get the sales numbers, right? He made a ton of videos saying that nobody likes it. The sales are bad. The 10 million sales came out. He damage controlled that. And then after that, the 17 million sales came out. And then he did an hour and a half of damage controlling, admitting that he was wrong, but also damage controlling for an hour and a half in a video. That's when he lost all of his audience. That's when his audience, like a lot of the grifters, like the Grift 2, they all went to OmniArch. They all migrated over to OmniArch instead, you know? So, OmniArch TV. So they all migrated over to OmniArch TV, like the Nintendo hate grift community. They all went over there because, like I said, people said, wait a minute, this guy's a joke, you know? This guy's a joke. He lied. So there you go. Yeah, the 90-minute video was the nail in the coffin. His grifting audience, they have short attention spans. They're not going to sit through a 90-minute video. Most like all the hundreds of thousands of people that were watching those videos before, man, they're not going to sit through an hour and a half damage control video when you were telling them just a bit ago, you were saying that nobody's buying it, it's flopping, it's selling bad, and then all of a sudden you're saying it's the best-selling, worst-selling console ever. Get that. Bro, they all ditched him. They all left him like a bad date. They ditched him. I wonder what their excuse will be once Nintendo reports shipment figures over 19 million projection. The excuse is gonna be like the same as it always is, bruh. It's gonna be, oh well, they had too much stock, or oh well, they're over. I mean, what was the excuse last time? The excuse last time was they're forcing retailers to buy units. That was the excuse last time. That was the damage control that they strong-armed, and Nintendo held a gun to their head, a super scope, a loaded super scope. It's like a super scope, but it's not fake like for Super Nintendo. It actually loads real bullets and real, like, it's like a real machine gun bazooka. Like they held like a modified super scope to their head and said, hey man, buy these Nintendo Switch 2s or do we have a problem? Like don't be a menace. Do we have a problem? When he held that big old gun on him. That was the excuse. That was the excuse then. Is that Nintendo was strong-arming retailers to you better buy my Switch 2 now or suffer the consequences. What a fraud. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the OmniArch is the mobile phone guy. Yeah, that's the mobile phone guy. Is the stock price all yet? That's pretty much all he has left now is the stock price. Yeah, that's pretty much all he has left now, bro. I'm doing good, Nimar. How are you doing today, brother? But OJ, it's shipped, not sold. I know, seriously. But then again, all you gotta do is compare the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, and it's like, wait a minute, hold up. Nintendo told you how much they sold through. They sold through 15 million, which was higher than the Switch 1 in the same time period by the end of December. Lined up within the first number of weeks, like 6 months or whatever, right? 6+ months. So it was higher than the Switch 1 sold through. So there was no way for them to wiggle out of this one. It was like, okay, you want to do ship? No problem. Nintendo gave us sold through 15 million, much higher than Switch 1. That one put Arlo into a tizzy. This man got confused. Oh, what's the difference? Dude couldn't read a chart. all of a sudden, this man OD'd on cookies. The Cookie Monster OD'd and somehow couldn't read a basic chart. That one threw them for a loop. The grifters got thrown for a loop. They were like, ooh, what's this chart mean? All of a sudden, they can't read a chart no more. That's all it took. He's out here OD'd on cookies. All of a sudden, he can't read a chart. So that was the funny thing. That's why I'm glad that Nintendo provided sold through. Because I knew people were going to play that whole, ship versus sold thing. Yeah, that one got bodied too. Miyamoto brought out the zapper. It was like going to Walmart, bruh. Brought out the pistole. Brought out the pistole. Was like, yo man, you better buy these Switch 2s, or I'm coming for you and your whole family. They're like, all right, don't do anything to me, big bad Miyamoto. Please, we'll buy all your Switch 2s and just have 1 million of them in stock. Nobody's buying them. Oh, but they sold through 15 million. Oh, well, I was wrong. Oh, no. Damage control. Here comes the damage control vids. It's okay, man. Listen, man, it's happened to all of us. I got to be honest here. Let's just be real here, guys. All right? Listen, it happened to me, too. The Wii U era, I'm not going to bury what happened like that one guy. I'm not going to bury it. All happened to us. When you get cooked, you discombobulate. As a content creator, when you get bodied and everyone's telling you that you got bodied, a part of you kind of like detaches from reality and you go into like the 5 stages of grief. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of denial. So when you're wrong and you're like wrong badly, there's still that denial period. And for other people, it can last longer. Some people that are stupid, some people that are dumb, it lasts longer. It can be motivated by money. It can be there's a lot of things that can put that denial period that can elongate it. You know what I'm saying? Or certain things can come out to help you transition and help you get to the next phase of the 5 stages. But at some point, you'll come to the acceptance phase. At some point, you'll come to the acceptance phase. Whether it's a chart that you can't read, you can't. Whether you're a big content creator and you got smixed by a 7th grade chart. Not even 5th grade, 6th grade. I think I was reading graphs like that in 5th grade, like weeks, bar bar graphs and chart. I think that was like 4th or 5th grade. Whether you get smixed by a chart, by a 5th grade chart, or whether you can't damage control 17 million, at some point you'll come around, or you'll start accepting it. You might not accept it all in full. You might throw pot shots here and there, but you will accept it. You know, you will accept it. So I think that's what happened. It happened to me, man. I didn't accept it. It took me a while for me to accept that I was wrong about the Wii U. Like, but I was still saying, hey, they need to do this, they need to do this, they need to do this. Like, they need to build up momentum. There were some spikes with the Wii where it did sell better, but then they couldn't keep the momentum. And it wasn't until 2015. So it took for me till 2015 to really see, okay, they've completely given up. They're done. They're done with the Wii U. I mean, I was already thinking, okay, yeah, it's not looking too good. But I always felt like, hey, look, if this generation lasts, 5 or 6 years, they can turn things around with great games and a price cut. A price cut to $200, take out the Wii U tablet, price cut to $200, and bundle it with something, right? That could probably save it, salvage it, and get it to like 50 million or something like that. And they didn't do that. Nintendo was like, no. Satoru Iwata called Reggie, on his birthday or something like that, to let him know about some stuff, but also called him up and said, no, we got to tell you about this Switch 2. I think that might have been a separate thing, but we got to tell, sorry, Switch 1. So, like, that's the thing, though, so I was wrong on that one. So we all get things wrong, but you got to own it. I didn't go on Twitter and start arguing with everybody that told me I was wrong. I owned it. I said, you know what? I was wrong. My bad, guys. It is what it is. It is, but I didn't continue making stupid tweets and videos saying this or that. I was like, hey, look, I was wrong, I think about a year left before that, people just don't even bring him up anymore. I think once we get Mario and Zelda and the sales are past like 30-40 million, which we're probably, it's the Switch 2 is probably going to sell around 30 million by the end of the year. I'd probably say they're going to be around 30 million or so, if they get the Zelda, obviously Fire Emblem and Star Fox and whatever else comes out, the Dust Bloods, whatever, right? Maybe a Black Friday deal. So I think they're probably going to be around 30 something million. So I think that's when it's going to be like, okay, like it's a year and a half. They're at 30 something million. Like you can't really say anything right now, right? They've already outsold the N64, so it's going to be hard to say anything at that point. And once again, that's before we know some of the other games that are coming out. But I think once the games actually back up everything, I think that's when it's going to stop. With the Switch 1, believe it or not, with the Switch 1, it took about 2 years before people were like, all right, I was wrong, or okay, yeah, the Switch 2 is going to be a big success. It's going to be just fine. It took about 2 years. 2016, people were saying that was going to flop. 2017, people were saying it's going to flop. 2018, even in 2018, people were saying that it was going to flop. Bloomberg put out an article saying that it's going to flop, that it's going to, nobody's buying it anymore. The Switch story's exhausted. Like they did the same thing they did before. They did that multiple times in the Switch 1 era. Bloomberg. Takahashi Mochizuki as well. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be more of that for Switch 2, even if it does really well, because they did it in the Switch 1 era. So, but I think in terms of like the general consensus for like a lot of consumers, I think probably by the end of the year, next year, it's going to be like that. So, all right, take it easy, Dane. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Appreciate you, fam. Wonder if folks will say artificial scarcity or anti-consumer for Valve not having enough Steam controllers in stock. No, they won't do that. Of course not, because they didn't say that when it came to the Steam Deck. So why would they say that with the Steam controller? Darkwing says, botting your YouTube channel in 2026 is crazy. Yeah, hell yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, I didn't bot my YouTube channel. Hell nah. I don't get that many subs. I mean, we got a giveaway going on, so that's helping out. But if you're talking about botting, no, I do not bot, because that's against YouTube TOS. And if they catch you, you can get your whole channel shut down. And I do not want to get my channel shut down, so there's no need to bot. I have a steady sub count that grows with like the videos that I do. Although I definitely know of people who do bot views or subs on YouTube, and some of the people, you guys might know them. You might have interacted with their channel. They might be on other podcasts. So I definitely know of channels that do bot in 2025 and 2026. Yo, what's up, Muck Bro? Smash Brothers. No, you didn't really miss Smash Brothers stuff. What about funny is that investors aren't getting the indicators of what's really happening with Nintendo. See Pokemon Go when they thought Nintendo made the game. Yeah. What's funny, but yeah, I see what you're saying, George. Yeah, I think that, like I said, once Pokemon Winds and Waves comes out, there's gonna be some pretty hype stuff, man. Do you know what Miyamoto's comments on Mario Galaxy movie is fast pacing? Did you know? Yeah, I saw that, and people started getting pissy about it. So I was just like, okay, I don't really care. I saw the movie, I thought it was okay, and that's that. They want to make the movie that they want to make. If you don't like it, that's fine too. You can complain about it. That's cool too. What about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave? What about it? It's coming out this year. So what do you want to know about it? How are you today? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Botting essence. I know, seriously. You don't, I mean, like I said, I get around anywhere between 500 to 1,000 subs per month. So, I mean, it's not like I'm getting anything crazy. And it does spike and go with, like I said, my giveaway in addition to my videos. You know, when I have a good video that does well, you know, 10K plus, views will go up a bit. When I have videos that aren't doing as good, it'll flatten out. So it goes with how good my videos do. Let's see here. People get upset about anything, bruh. People get upset about anything. So I don't know. It's just the same people complain about the same stuff when it comes to the Mario movie. I'm not complaining about the Mario movie. Like, if you don't like it, that's fine. If you think that they should do more, that's fine too. You know, whatever. What do you think the first game to get a special edition on the Switch 2 will be? The first game to get a special edition? We haven't had one already? I guess not. Maybe Zelda. I think Zelda's going to get a special edition. So, or no, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I think that's going to be the first one to get a special edition, Fortune's Weave. Because I don't recall a Fire Emblem game that doesn't have a special edition. Like, in the modern history, yeah, the older ones didn't. But when it comes to, like, Fire Emblem, since, like, Fire Emblem Fates or, like, Awakening, they've pretty much had a special edition for every single one. Even Engage got a special edition. Three Houses got one. Let me see. Yeah, so they pretty much always had it since like the 3DS and up. So yeah, I expect there to be a special edition for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I just barely show up to the chat by any chance. Did you hear the news about Super Smash Bros. Developed for 2027? Well, yeah, we're talking about that right now. That's the reason why it's in the title. So that's what we're discussing. But that's not what he said, though. Kiwi Talks didn't say that specifically. He just said that, you know, he thinks that there's going to be one within the next year or two. So, and it could be anything. It could be, it doesn't mean it's a new game. But yes, I did hear about it. But once again, I have a video where I go over it in depth because it's not what some people are trying to spread. It's not what some people are trying to spread. So, see, 3D Mario could get a special edition. It makes too much sense. I mean, sure, it could, but it also could not. Mario honestly did not get a special edition. A lot of Mario games actually don't get special editions. Mario Wonder did not get a special edition. New Super Mario Bros. Did not get a special edition. So actually, a lot of Mario games don't get one. So that's more likely that it doesn't get a special edition than it does. But Fire Emblem usually gets one. So, let's see. At this point, I still believe Star Fox. I was really looking forward to a trailer. However, you think it'll be a shadow drop now? We'll see. Even then, Fire Emblem Warriors got a special edition. Yes, Fire Emblem Warriors got one. Yeah, both Fire Emblem Warriors games, right? Did the second one get one? I don't know if the second one got one. I know the first one got one, but I don't know if the second one got one. But yeah, Fire Emblem usually gets it. I'm not a bot, I promise. Or was EA had a limited edition Switch 2 custom Joy-Cons when it was coming out? But we see some cool specialists for Switch 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Pokemon Winds and Waves would be a better special edition to do than Legends EA. But yeah, it would have been nice, I guess. Let's see here. Who wins at Smash? You or RGT? Who is your main? RGT does not like Smash Bros. RGT does not like Masahiro Sakurai. He does not like Sakurai. He does not like Sakurai's games. He does not like Smash Brothers. So, I mean, obviously, I would crush him because he doesn't play it and he doesn't like Smash. So, there you go. Let's see here. At this point, I already read that. My bad. But yeah, I mean, Kiwi Talks did state that basically what Kiwi Talks said, this is a paraphrase. He said that his favorite four franchises are Grand Theft Auto, Super Smash Brothers, Zelda, and Metroid. And he said that all of these within the next year or two are going to be getting a game. Like, but he didn't say whether it was going to be a new game or not. He just said they're going to be getting a game. So it's like, yeah, of course, probably. So then some people took that and ran with it and was like, oh, well, that means Smash Brothers 2027. All right. So then he had to come out and clarify a bit more. Let's see. Second one got a Japan or Europe, had to eBay it. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I don't remember there being a special edition for the second Fire Emblem Warriors game. I know for the first one, yes, because I got that one, but the second one, no. But yeah, I guess it was Japan or Europe only, which is I hate that. I hated that. Like there was a couple times where there was like a European only or Japan only special edition. Astral Chain got a Japan only special edition. Triangle Strategy got a Japan only special or like a European special edition, and I imported it. And dude, it was crazy expensive. But I mean, I still imported it. It was nice. It was a nice special edition. It was a nice special edition. I wish I don't. Yeah, I guess Nintendo of America was like, yeah, we're not getting that one. We're good. We're good on that one. Yo, what's up? Yo, CK, what's up, brother? Says, what's up, OJ? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. I think I saw you in here recently, right? Just recently found out that Tales of Arise will be 30 FPS handheld. Can't lie, that's kind of make me less excited. What's your take? I already talked about this. It's gonna be not even just handheld, docked. It's gonna be 30. If it was 30 handheld and 60 docked, I'd be more like inclined to be like, okay, cool, no problem. Like, but it's like 30, 30. It's a rush port. So for me, I don't like it. So I'm probably not gonna buy it. I'm gonna spend my time on something else. Digimon is gonna be 60 FPS. Adventures of Elliot is gonna be 60 FPS. So for me, the two games that kind of disappointing are Tales of Arise being 30. That's a PS4 game. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for a PS4 game that runs at 30. And now you have the Switch 2 that has more RAM, has more memory, has DLSS, and you can't get that at 60 even docked. Like, at least pull Persona 3 Reload. At least pull Persona 3 Reload where it's 60 docked and 30 handheld. I can deal with that. But, but 30 handheld and 30 docked? No. That's just lazy to me. So, therefore, I'm going to probably skip it. I'm going to skip it. And I'll play Digimon and I'll play Adventures of Elliot instead. Bandai Namco strikes again. Exactly. Bandai Namco strikes again. That's why I don't really get upset about Bandai Namco anymore, because I already know that they're gonna be disappointing. Like if you already know that something's gonna be bad, like you can just set yourself up. Okay, you already know that they're gonna do something stupid. So I'm glad that it's there though. I mean, I think at 30 FPS it's still gonna play just fine. I mean, people played the game on PS4. It was fine. Because the game came out in, 2021? So most people didn't have a PS5 at that time. So there was tons of people that played it on PS4, and it was fine. But, yeah, I mean, dude, come on now, man. Like, you got to get that baby to 60 FPS, man. Like, you got to get that. You got to at least add a performance mode and reduce the graphics if that's the case. Like, use the DLSS, reduce the graphics. Or at least get us a 40 FPS mode. At least get us that. Like, I'll take, like, a 40 FPS handheld. Okay. Like, I'll take that. Like, and the thing about Tales of Arise, real quick, Tales of Arise has no business doing that. Because Tales of Arise doesn't even render everything real time. Tales of Arise is a game where you hit the enemy to go into the battle, and then it doesn't simulate the whole world. Like Xenoblade Chronicles, for example, right? You're walking around, it's an action RPG just like Tales, and then you can start a battle right there. And there'll be enemies in the background, everything's real time. And when you want to leave that battle, you leave that battle. Tales of Arise has like a fake battle arena where it doesn't render everything real time, like what's going on around you. It's literally like a pre-rendered battle thing, right? Like where they say, okay, you're in this arena. So there's no reason why the battles themselves couldn't be 60 FPS. If you want to limit the 30 FPS, like the overworld, okay, I get that. But there's no reason why the battles themselves shouldn't be 60. It's not even real-time rendered within, like,
I did the research on why Bandai Namco releases Dragon Ball games and DLC later on Nintendo Switch 1 and 2.
Okay.
Bandai Namco must release a new Dragon Ball console game or major content update every fiscal year to maintain the exclusivity of their contract.
I did not know about that. Maybe I need to I need to research that more. Justin, can you send me a link to wherever you got that information? Maybe I'll talk about that. But what does that have to do with Tales or something like that? What about Tales and what about the other games? So, hey, what's up, Finn the Human? Says a lot of people here. Yeah, we always usually have around 200 people, 100 something to 200 people here. Always a lot of good discussion. If you have questions, Finn, I think you're new. I haven't seen your name here, but if you have questions about games or something that you want to talk about, let it rip in the chat, man. I got you, brother. I got you. Thanks for coming out to the stream. And if you're somebody new, make sure you subscribe to the channel if this is getting to some new people. Subscribe. We do pretty much daily live streams and all sorts of cool stuff. So, yeah, there we go. Let's see here. Thank you for the $3, though. I appreciate that, Justin. 79 on the board. Yo, we combo breaking. Getting closer to that limit break 1 hour extension as well. Let's go. Did you guys play Smash yet? I want to play. Oh, well, we're not playing Smash Brothers today. No, we're just talking about the latest rumors when it comes to Smash and all that. So we're not playing Smash today, brother. I have stopped. I've retired from Smash Brothers. The online netcode is bad. So once the new Smash Brothers game comes out, then we'll play that. So then maybe you can get in on that. Hey, OJ. Hey, I want you to boycott or push for Switch to game chat when sharing screen. It won't let you go full screen. This is a big deal for me. Surprised there's no outrage. Most games I want to play with friends and well, I don't know what you're asking. You said, "Hey, OJ, I want you to boycott or push for Switch 2 game chat when sharing screen." I'm not even sure what you're talking about when sharing screen. If you share your screen, you can still do game chat if I'm not correct, right? So yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I want it full screen. I think there's options to change it to where it's bigger on the screen if I'm not correct, all right? But yeah, I'm not gonna boycott or talk about that. I don't know what you want me to do, brother. I think that's something that you just email Nintendo about and see if they can get that. So just do their feedback, you know. But I'm not even sure what you're talking about. So somebody let me know. Oh, game share, not game chat. Game share. Give me 1 second. Let me get this dono. He says, Barkster with the 50, and he says, I just use these as an excuse to boost you over the plat. Yo, shout outs, man. I appreciate that, man. Yo, my man Varkster carrying the stream today. My man's carrying it on his back. On his back. Let's go. Let's go, man. I appreciate that. Seriously. I appreciate it. Let's go. We are out here tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here tonight. 114 on the board. Thank you for another 35. Buckster. Hey, yo, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. 70 on the board for my man Varkster. Anybody 70 more? That's going to be tough. Now, Varkster on the board. Hey, yo. Platinum. Here we go. Yo, shout outs, man. I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. Let me break. Time to come out of retirement. I really hope the new Smash comes out before I'm 30. I think they'll come out before you're 30, right, Party Man? Because, like, what, you're 90, 98? I think they'll come out before you're 30. You talk about game share. I think under options, you can make it full screen because game share reduces resolution. It's kind of watching, but tiny. Yeah, I'd have to test it out and see what you're asking for. So I don't really know what you're asking for yet. But if it isn't, it's maybe because there could be some processing problems with that, right? When you game share, how much processing you're using, plus game chat, the RAM resources might run out when you're doing something like that. Because according to what was it, Shinin, the people that made Fast, the Fast racing game, they said that game share is really intensive on the Switch 2 because you have to beam the game to the other system. So I'm not sure what restrictions or problems that they would have. So I don't understand game sharing enough to boycott or push for whatever you're asking for yet. I need to actually test it out and know what I'm talking about. I can't just start a boycott when I don't even know because I haven't tested it out or even know what you're talking about. So let me test it out with my Switch 2 and a Switch 1 and let me see the limitations and then I can get back to you. How about that? But yeah, once again, I haven't tested it out. I don't know yet. So I can't push for a boycott when I've never even tried it yet, you know? I'm not sure if I have the most confidence in Bandai Namco for making a better online experience for the next Smash Brothers game. Well, it's Nintendo and Bandai Namco, so I think that that's something that if the netcode isn't good, it's not Bandai Namco's fault, it's Nintendo's fault. So they're the publisher, so you have to make sure everything's going good. But Bandai Namco has a good netcode in Tekken. They have a good netcode even in Pokken. Pokken has a good netcode. So you know, it's not great, but it's not as bad as Smash. So it's one of those things to where that's on Nintendo to get that right, you know? Let's see, just bought the 1 terabyte micro SD express card for my Nintendo Switch. Oh my gosh, how much did you spend on that? I've heard that they're up to like $200 to $300 for those things. My local GameStop store, can't wait to play games coming to Switch 2 consoles. Hey, there you go. OJ, did Studio S shut down? Not that I heard of. New Smash game or Deluxe? We don't know yet, Sidekick. It could be either or. I've got a video talking about that in depth. That's coming out probably tonight or tomorrow morning. But yeah, we're not really sure. You're able to do the full screen of the settings. It gives you 3 options. I think he's talking about game share, not sharing your screen with game chat, where everybody. I think he's talking about like when you're locally in the same room as someone. He's talking about that. It could be Ultimate Deluxe. It could be Switch 2 Edition. It could be that, or it could be a new game. Do publishers really impact how online works? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The publisher is the one paying for it. So they're the ones who are saying, hey, we want this. If Bandai Namco doesn't do a good job with online, when Bandai Namco has other games that have rollback netcode, that's Nintendo's fault. That's 1000% Nintendo's fault, because they're the ones who hired them to do the job. So that's their fault. I just read an article about Duskull mentioning RE Code Veronica remake being shown soon, like at the next Game Fest next month. Comments, do you think it'll be on Switch day one? I think Code Veronica could be on Switch day one because Requiem came out day one. Tekken 7 had terrible online. How about Tekken 8? Folks claiming Nintendo has a bad online infrastructure are wrong. Yeah, no, the infrastructure is fine. It's on the devs to make good rollback netcode, because once again, ARMS has good rollback netcode. It works well. It works great online. And there's actually a number of other fighting games that have rollback netcode that work great online too. Even for the Switch 1. LG, how would you rate third-party support for Switch 2 until now? 1 is bad, 10 is incredible. Why do you give a particular score? Switch 2 third-party support, I'll give 2 scores. I'll give 1 score for it being Nintendo, then 1 score for it being just in general, like with Microsoft and Sony. So when it comes to just Nintendo themselves, it's like a 9 or a 10, because we haven't had this quality of third-party support for this long. For like it's like a 9 or a 10 for in Nintendo standards. For like everybody else's standards, it's probably like a 6 or a 7. 6, 7. Just because they're still not getting, like, there's a lot of games that are getting delayed or just disappear. There's a lot of games that, like, that aren't being announced right now. I mean, they might come later, but I'd probably say, yeah, it's like maybe like a 7 or something like that. Like if PlayStation 5 is a 10, then like Nintendo Switch 2 is probably like a 7. Psycho Pie with the 6-7 Jules. Thank you so much for the 6-7 Jules. I appreciate that, man. I definitely don't think we'll see a new Smash until 2028 at the earliest. Watch my video tomorrow. I talk about that a lot, actually. Super Mario Maker 2 had the worst online. It was super laggy. That online was dookie. It was pretty garbage. But once again, platformers like that, man, those aren't really made for online. Like a 2D precision platformer, that's tough with online, man. That's tough. Either you're going to be skipping all over the place, or it's going to be delay-based netcode. I see. I find it interesting. ARMS plays great online. Yeah, ARMS plays awesome online. But, I mean, they talked about the rollback netcode. That was even before Nintendo implemented MPLN. That was not even the MPLN servers, like their new ones. MPLN servers for Nintendo Switch 1 didn't start till 2021. The first game that had the new servers, the new infrastructure, was Monster Hunter Wilds. That game's not on there yet. Monster Hunter Rise. That was the first game that had Nintendo's new infrastructure that they're using now. So
you, I want to shake your hand.
Kevin with the $2 dono and says, "What's up, OJ? How are you? Can I get any music from Super Mario RPG?" Yes, you can. Super Mario. Yes! Super Mario RPG music. All right, let's go. So we get fight against a stronger enemy. What should we get? Super Mario RPG. Yeah, here we go. Thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. 116 on the board. Ayo, let's go. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that, Kevin. Tekken 8 has good rollback, but I prefer Tekken 7 as a game. Okay. That's fine, too. I'm surprised Onimusha hasn't been announced for Switch 2 yet. If they don't put out a day one, I'm not surprised on that one because they'd probably announce it like at a Nintendo Direct or something like that. It'd probably be announced at a show. So I'm not sure why you'd be surprised considering how they announced Pragmata, how they announced Monster Hunter Stories 3, how they announced what's it called, Resident Evil Requiem. They announced those at directs or at big events. So I'm not sure why you're surprised yet. The game's not coming out till later in the year, so there's still events coming up where they can announce it. So I'm not too surprised yet. Let's see. I spent $265 for the 1 terabyte SD card at my Nintendo Switch 2 console. Whew. It's almost the price, more than half the price of the system. Hey, it's all good. You got a lot of space now. You got plenty of space. What's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. I'm kind of sad because there's no news. Go play some games, Felipe. Play some games. No need to be sad. Let's see. Look at the pic I just DM'd. All right, give me a second. I don't have my Twitter open because Twitter's stupid. Give me a second. Oh, okay. PlayStation 5's. Okay. The PlayStation 5 only games. Okay, yeah. You've got Astrobot, Astro's Playroom, Code. Is this up to date? Just Another Artist? Code Violet. That game's trash. Demon Souls 2020 video game. Destruction All-Stars. Ghost of Yotei, God of War, Sons of Sparta, Silent Hill, The Short Message, and Sorrows. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh. Is that up to date? That are PS5 only games, so no PC. So obviously no, or no PS4. Yeah, that's rough, man. I think that's why why I've been upset with Sony this generation. I think even if you added some of the cross-gen games, the list wouldn't be like super impressive. With the considering we're going on 6 years now. And apparently Sorrows got cooked by Tomodachi Life in the UK. I don't know what's going on there. I saw, but like UK is not Nintendo strong, and the only reason why I'm bringing it up, I don't care about UK sales like that. But like the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because I'd expect Sorrows in Sony Land to be at the top of the sales charts. But once again, there's an asterisk by it though, because I saw people talk about it on Twitter. I didn't really comment or like make a tweet or anything about it because there's an asterisk. A lot of people are buying Sorrows digital. Like, Sony has a lot of digital-only systems. People have to realize that Sony is phasing out physical. A lot of people are buying the PS5 all digital. They're buying it because it's cheaper to get the all digital. Or they're buying a PS5 Pro with no physical disc drive. So, I think that a lot of Sorrows sales are digital, and I think that's the reason why Tomodachi Life kind of cooked it, apparently. Where Tomodachi Life was #1 in the UK. I think it's because of the digital sales. 1 year exclusive time ran out on Xbox as well now. What game are you talking about? Isn't Destruction All-Stars not even playable anymore because I heard the servers shut down? I'm not sure. That game's trash. No, he's talking about Silent Hill, The Short Message, not the Silent Hill, not the normal game. I think there might be a couple other games. Just Another Artist. I don't have too much time for games, but I want news to watch videos while I use my phone. Okay, Felipe, thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Bigelow Max? Welcome. What's up, Jack? I thought Nintendo isn't doing directs anymore. Who said that? I guess that's a joke, right? Pretty sad. Physical copies will be a thing of the past. Yeah, it's becoming less and less common for physical copies these days. But the good news is that I actually, here's the great news. The physical copies are going down, guys, and it's very unfortunate. And of course, Nintendo has their game key cards, so that's even like unfortunate with that. But I mean, they have their physical games too. But the really good news, despite all of that, and obviously Microsoft is like 90% digital, but the great news that I realized today,
I want to shake your
before I
hand.
get this let me read off this dono first, then I'll tell you guys about what's happening.
What's good, OJ? Pokemon scalpers are a crazy bunch,
Yeah.
man. Not only are they trying to sell the diabetic pastries for 20 a box, but people stole a cardboard cutout and is selling one for $950 while another is selling for $2,000.
Yeah, right now Pokemon is so popular. It's almost too popular for its own good. So yeah, I don't get any of that stuff, so I'm not really in line waiting for drops and all that, but yeah, people are crazy, man, because they know that they can make a lot of money off of it too, like online reselling. So very unfortunate, but that's just how crazy popular Pokemon is now, man. 30 plus years later, Pokemon is still just as popular, actually way more popular than it was back in the day when I was first watching it. 30 years ago, I was watching it. I was damn near a test case for them. When they were in the lab thinking about Pokemon, who to appeal to. Like, we can get the black people doing this. We can get the Hispanics, Mexicans doing this. We can get the white people. I know they were doing that. They were in the lab creating it a worldwide. They had a plan, bro. I was test case 0 for that. They hook, lined, and sinker. There was no racism when Pokemon came out. Like, we were all in harmony at that point, man. We were all in harmony, man. Yeah, everybody was happy. Everybody was buying Pokemon, playing on the schoolyard. It was crazy. But yeah, I was test case for that because it all evaporated, bro. It evaporated. It didn't matter what color you were, where you were, how you were. You could be poor, rich, this, that. Pokemon brought everybody together, man. It really did. And I guess still in today's day it does. But I mean, man, it was crazy. But anyway, it's cool to see that Pokemon's still popular 30 plus years later. Because like I said, I was thinking this was the greatest thing ever back in the day, when I was younger. But when it comes to the good news, yes, the good news, physical games being phased out. But the good news is that I went shopping this morning with my wife and we got all of our food needed for the next week or so, and we meal prepped. So everything's all meal prepped and ready to go. Even after when I'm done streaming, I've got ground turkey. I'm trying to cut back, trying to lose a little bit of the, trying to shred up a little bit. So that's the good news. The good news is that I'm meal prepped for the week and a half or so. I've got all my proteins. I've got my veggies. I've got my, carrots. I've got my yogurt, Greek yogurt, low fat, 000s, protein. I've got all of that all set up. So that's the good news. And I got my water filter changed on my fridge, so the water is tasting fantastic. So that's the good news. The bad news is physical being phased out. The good news is that I'm prepared and ready to go for the week. So yeah, that's the good news. Let's see here. Song is dealing with, let's see. This song is me dealing with tests in school. I know, seriously. That song was definitely me dealing with bullies back in the day. Like, me dealing with 2 bullies back in the day. Like, when they were both coming at, I was just like, uh-oh. When it was like an anime for me. I told you guys the time what happened, bro. I told you guys the time what happened. I'll tell you guys the story. OJ's Bizarre Adventure Story Time. I've already told you guys this one, but this one I haven't told too much. So one time when I was in 4th grade, I was playing basketball and I thought of myself as like a little hot shot. I was a little dude, but I was like 4 foot something. But I thought of myself as a little hot shot. So I was, dribbling and going like crossing over, and I was crossing over some of the 6th graders and 5th graders, and 2 of them got really upset at me, and they were much taller than me. They were definitely 5 foot plus. Obviously they're in 5th and 6th grade, so they were definitely way taller than me and bigger than me. And I was crossing them up and I was embarrassing them in front of their girls. So their girls, like a lot of times back in the day, like the girls would watch and the guys would play basketball. And like there was one guy that was a 5th grader and a 6th grader. I remember that one of the guys' names was Chris. I don't know the name of the other dude, but I was crossing them up and making them look bad in front of their girlfriends. So they got mad at me. So when I crossed them up one time, I did like a little went like that with the ball, then like pulled it back and went underneath the leg, and then like drove by them and laid the ball up. And that was like the straw that broke the camel's back, because they kind of like flinched. It was kind of like a little bit of a disrespectful move, I'll be honest, it is. Like I thought about throwing it off their head, but I didn't do that. So anyway, so they got mad at me when I did that. So when I went up for like, get the ball back, when we checked up, when I went to drive, one of them grabbed me. And I swear, like, that music played, party man. I swear it was like the din, 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 din. One of them grabbed me from behind, and the other one just started decking me in the stomach. Literally just started punching me. Just started, like, hitting me in the stomach, like, damn near, like, Mike Tyson's punch out. he was just wailing on me, and I'm just getting punched, and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, bro. I activated rage mode. I definitely hit him with the KO Ken or something. I was like, and I busted out of like the lock that the guy had me in, and I grabbed him, and I'm short, so it was easy for me to just throw, and I grabbed him, and I tossed him over my back, because I got real low, and I threw him into his friend, and then I jumped over, and jumped over and tackled him, and put him in a chokehold, and started punching him, and then all the yard aides came, and separated. But that music was definitely playing. But damn, they beat the hell out of me, bro. They punched me. I think he punched me at least 7 or 8 times in the stomach, like straight up gut punches. I was flexing though, so I was really, absorbing the blows. But then I just had to break out. And one mixtape on him, bro. And one mixtape on him. But I mean, like I said, I was being disrespectful, so it was no hard feelings. Like afterwards, we all shook hands. Like we went up to the office. I said, "Hey man, I'm sorry for doing that." They said they're sorry for beating my butt for like 30 to 40 seconds when they were punching me. None of my friends helped, man. Afterwards, because I got sent home for the day. When I came back the next day, I went to my friends. I was like, yo, why y'all let them hit me like that? What y'all doing? They were like, hey man, we ain't getting involved with 5th and 6th graders. I'm like, man, I was like, y'all lame, man. Like, why y'all letting me get punched like that? Why y'all have me have to go freaking crazy? Because these guys y'all should have broken up earlier. Why y'all let them punch me 7 times in the stomach? Those hurt. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Do you have a favorite frame? Maxed out Wukong last night. Now I gotta work on prime parts. A favorite frame? What does that mean, Dan Dips? What baseball team do I pull for? Seattle Mariners. See, today is the 2026 Met Gala. Okay, that's good for the whatever that is. What's going on with Ava? Something going on, Ava? Oh, Warframe. I don't know. I don't remember anything about Warframe. I remember playing it and I remember having fun, but I don't remember like what frames I used or anything because I played it like back when it came out on the Switch 1. So that was like, what was it? 2019, 2018? 2018 or 2019, I forgot when that, but I played it back then. I haven't really played it since, so I don't remember like all the frames and all that type of stuff. Yeah. What's up, House Gang? What is good? Okay. Oh, you meant that for Vargster. Oh, okay, cool, no problem. What is good, man? What is good? Yo, thanks Dior for moderating over there on Twitch. Shout out to the Twitch boys and girls. If you're in the Twitch chat, say what up. I got you guys too. So if you're in the Twitch chat, say what up. Say what up, and I got you like always. Let me see if I can include my, does it include the Twitch chat here too? I think it just includes the YouTube chat, unless I change the chat box thing from here. Hold up, give me a second. I think I can. Oh no, I think it does that too. It does both, so okay. So doing the opposite of you, I'm trying to gain some muscle and weight back after digestive issues in the past year. It's been tough, but I need to. Oh, okay, I got you, Ava. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to shred up a little bit. I'm still gaining muscle. I'm taking my protein, so I had a nice, good protein breakfast and then protein snack after my workout today. So I'm gonna lose this last bit of weight. Yo, what's up, Puchata? Welcome. Yo, Daniel, thank you for the jewels, 10 jewels. Shout outs, thumbs up. Appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Mario2267? Shout outs to the Twitch fam. Appreciate you guys being out there. Let's go. Vark says, before you set up the stream for Warframe, could it be worth signing in so you can craft the dojo key, get your clan Elite Ninja Village? Yeah, I'll get everything all set up. So I'll log back in. I'll probably like play a game or two just so I can get familiar, so I'm not stumbling over, like, you know, so I'll play beforehand. So I'll have everything set up so we can just kind of like get right into, like, where you can hop in and we can kind of like get right into it, right? Like, we don't got to waste any time or anything like that. So, absolutely. Yeah, somehow Adventures of Elliot slipped under my radar. It looks like it'll be the first HD 2D game I buy. The first one? Oh man. Yeah, you don't really like turn-based RPGs though. So, yeah, Adventures of Elliot it looks awesome. It looks like Zelda and obviously RPG elements like Secret of Mana, Zelda, kind of all put together, you know. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from there, man. I'm really liking that. Really like it. I can't wait for it. It's June, right? I think that one's coming next month. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so exciting. The only problem is that Square Enix. What is Square Enix doing, fam? What are you doing? Get a Switch 2 cartridge for that. That would sell. That's the only thing that I don't like. They cheaped out. They cheaped out. That needs to be on a cartridge, bro. There ain't no reason for that to be on a game key card, considering, you know, everyone's gonna buy it on Switch 2 anyway. I mean, Switch 2 and PS5 are gonna be where that game sells the most. What's the point of not having that on a cartridge? So that's the only thing that I'm like, okay, that's lame. But I mean, everything else was like fine, you know? It is, like I said, it is what it is. But I don't know. To me, that should have been on a regular cartridge. Yeah, June 18th. Nice, nice. I'm looking forward to it, man. That's gonna be great. Yeah, we'll get all that set up for sure, Varkster. Are you let's see, are you going to watch the new Michael movie? I want to see a time that I can go. My wife and we can both go, because she wants to see it too, but we just haven't had the time yet. But we're gonna go soon though. I don't know if I'm gonna go to that movie theater like that I went to before, because too many people eating, and it's too hot in there because people are eating food and pizzas and all sorts of stuff. So I think I'm gonna go to like an actual, like real movie theater, not like a restaurant bar movie theater. So I think I'm gonna go to the one. They have one more closer in town that I'm gonna go to. That's like an actual, just like real, like just straight up, like, okay, you can get popcorn or you can get like regular like candy or like regular movie stuff, but not steaks and people ordering steaks and pizza for a Mario movie, bro. It's hot as hell. It's hot as hell in that movie theater. I'm like, why is it hot in here? Smelling like all types of pizza and food and stuff. I'm like, guys, the movie's an hour and a half long. Are we really ordering pizzas and stuff? Like, just we're really ordering, like, just grab some popcorn, just grab a snack. The movie's over before it even gets started. Oh, you're ordering lunch and dinner and stuff, bro. Like, it was 10 o'clock in the morning, literally 10 o'clock in the morning, ordering pizzas. I know, out here ordering hot and ready. When I walked out, because like I stayed, nobody really stayed for like all of like the ending credits. So when I was walking out and I'm looking at, dude, there's really like pizzas and there's really like big like wooden plate, like steak plates, and I'm like, bro, like it ain't that serious. Like, at 10 a.m. the movie started at 10:30. You know, obviously they say 10 a.m. Like 10 a.m. is like when the previews for other stuff starts. I think started around like 10:20 to 10:30, somewhere between that time it just started. So it's like, bro, more like really? Like we didn't even make it to 12 o'clock. Literally the movie did not make it to 12 o'clock. So probably, oh yeah, I didn't see the menu, but you can press the button and like somebody will come and like give you a menu. So like it was probably pricey, yeah. It probably was not cheap, because like it's like personal service. It's like they've got people like with like aprons on and stuff, like aprons and collared shirts, and they come out there and they go, oh, what would you like? And they have like a little like piece of paper, and they what do you? Okay. All right. They go back and then they come and like they're walking across, like they're walking and like you can see them handing out food or doing food. Now, not everybody did that, to be fair. It wasn't like it was like everybody, but it was enough to where it made the place hot, because there was so much hot food coming up. You know, it was enough. And it wasn't popcorn. It was like pizzas and stuff like that, right? Have you ever like walked into like a pizza parlor and like there's just like an air of like kind of like warm, even if like the air's on? Like it was like that. Hey, what's up, T-Belly? Good to see you here, man. I've been to a movie theater before. Congratulations, Ninmar. What did you do at the movie theater? Did you watch a movie? I'm sorry. I have a cousin that brings pickles to the theater and stinks up the whole place. That's the cousin. That's the type of person that I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna go there and be like, yo, if you sitting next to me and you got some damn pickles, like no. See, this is why I don't go to movie theaters, because you got some really, no offense, got some really weirdos out here bringing pickles to, like, oh yeah, eating pickles. What the hell is wrong with you? Just go watch the movie. You're not watching Titanic. The movie ain't 3 hours or 4 hours long. Then if you're in for the long haul, then I get it. But I just, to be honest, man, I just don't. Do I just not like people? I'm always trying to find times when I can go when nobody's there. I'm trying to find the best seat to where I don't gotta sit next to nobody. I did that with the Mario 1 movie too, but the Mario Bros 1 movie, like, I wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't hot in there, so I think I might go back to that movie theater that I went to. It's by the mall. I think I might go back to that one because that one was actually comfortable. It was nice and air conditioned. It was the same around the same time springtime, so it wasn't cold, but it wasn't like hot outside. It was cold enough to where I wore a sweater.
Hey, you.
Justin with another 3. Let's go.
Shake your hand.
I know people that come to movies 30 minutes late just to sleep 2 minutes later. Lol, such a waste of money.
Yeah, I mean, if you come to the movie theater and you fall asleep, then yeah, definitely a waste. Because it's like, what were you there for, you know? So, thank you for another 3, Justin. Appreciate that, guys. And yo, we are at streak 150. Hi, yo. Thank you, guys, man. I appreciate that. Let's go platinum. We are out here tonight. Let me add up Varksters, too. Thank you for the 6 JoJo's tonight, too, Varkster. I appreciate you, fam. Luckily, I go to the movies on Sunday or Monday afternoons. Usually, it's not too busy. That's what I should do. Sunday or Monday afternoons. Is that usually the times? Okay. So maybe I'll go Monday. I'll go see Michael this Monday in the afternoon. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was packed because it was spring break, so there was a ton of kids. Like to see. I don't have a problem, you know, but it's just like it was too hot in that movie theater, man. I got to go somewhere where it's a bit more. But I will say the seats were comfortable as heck, though. The seat was very comfortable. It was very comfortable. Nah, Wendy's 4 for 4 is valid. Nice and compact meal before watching a movie. I see the vision. I can see like a Wendy's 4 for 4 ready. You just sneak that baby in. You know what I'm saying? Like, sneak that baby in real quick. Yeah, you can do something like that. Like, what are you buying? Wendy's 4 for 4? That'd be the burger slinger over at the movie theater. J-Views. Hey, what's up, Penna Golfer? Welcome, brother. I understand pizza slices and nachos, but a steak in the movie theater is a little overkill. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mr. J? Welcome, brother. How you doing today? 10 stream streak. Let's go. Good to see you. Well, happy Monday to all you guys. How was work for everybody? I know Mondays are usually trash days for work, right? I mean, for me, even for me, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, brother, another Monday. So how was Monday work for everybody? If you guys got back home, anything stupid happened that you want to vent about here, feel free. If you guys need some advice, let me know. I'll probably give you bad advice, but at least I'll give you advice. Let's see. Well, that's also my days off. Even before then, I'd avoid evening viewings on opening weekends. Yeah, I went during the morning though. I went during like morning, and it wasn't super packed. It wasn't like the whole movie theater was packed. It was just like spotty packed, you know? Like eat before or after the steak ain't going nowhere. I just didn't eat at all before I went. I just went because it's only an hour and a half, so it's like I'm not gonna be there very long. Long LOL Monday dragged, but happy it's over. Yeah. Worked at Chick-fil-A today. I was pretty stressful, but not bad. Okay, that's good. That's good. Pretty stressful, but not bad. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is always busy, right? For the most part, like Chick-fil-A is usually busy most of the time, or a lot of the time it's busy. So I can see that. Like the Chick-fil-A by my house gets hella traffic, man. There's always people going to that Chick-fil-A. But Chick-fil-A is awesome. I went there with my daughter a couple weeks ago, and we really enjoyed it because she hadn't had it in a while. So we really enjoyed it. I like Chick-fil-A a lot. I think it's very good. Made my money and got out. Just play the amazing. You know what? That's what work is, man. That's what work is. You just go there, man. Don't do anything or don't say anything that's gonna make your job harder or make it more. Just go there, make your money. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. Be invested. Act like you're invested. I mean, if you're an executive or if you're trying to move up, obviously go a bit and above and beyond, but like don't do anything that's going to cause any problem, man, and just go there, get it done, come home and enjoy, enjoy your life, enjoy your days off and use your PTO. For goodness, use your PTO, guys. If you guys get PTO, do not let it accrue past to the point to where you don't make any more. So make sure you check to see your PTO days, and if you need to use your PTO days, Use them, baby. Man, I was the PTO master at my not my last job, because my last job I couldn't really use my PTO because of the nature of my job, but the job before that, my health coaching job, man, I was like, I'd be wake up in the morning, I'd be like, yo, man, PTO. I'd play Smash Brothers instead, man. so I'm in management, so I got to be invested. Yeah, be invested, but like I said, like I was in management too for a couple of my jobs, right? Or I was like in management training, and like just be invested. You know what I'm saying? Be invested. But I made too many mistakes though. Like my last job, I made too many mistakes. But like I was starting to not become invested. I was starting to become like a bit like not invested because like the job was BS. Like the pay was going to be really good. At the time, the pay was going to be great, but like I did everything that I needed to do to take that next step. But man, I just said some dumb things, and like I got set up too. I said some dumb things and I got set up like to where they can get rid of me quickly. So yeah, but that's okay. It was actually a blessing in disguise, man. I'm actually glad that happened, because I didn't like working there. So, and I was able to do this and also get into other things full time when it comes like to my editing businesses. All I can say is I hate here. Just got home. Oh man, well you're home now, dude. You're home now. Justin with another 3.
I want to shake your hand.
My next vacation is the second week in June. The Xbox showcase is that Sunday, and if I'm lucky, the Nintendo Direct is that week too.
That'll be good. Hopefully it all lays out that way, Justin. Hopefully it does. But yeah, Justin, use those vacations, baby. Says Chick-fil-A is top tier. I don't even consider them fast food. That's legit a restaurant. It's like the finest course meal of fast foods. Yo, good sa. Yeah, it's really good. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Working right now, WFH life. The work week is mostly the same for me every day. Sometimes I work late though by choice. At least I have this stream to keep me company. Hey, shout outs. Let's go. Yeah, at least I'm here to help you guys out, get through it. You know, trying to find the motivation to YouTube stream. Man, YouTube is one of those things, man. Like YouTube is like soul crushing. Like YouTube is like, the problem with YouTube is that a lot of you guys see YouTubers who do really well. You guys see videos that do really well. So then you think that everybody can do really well with YouTube. And it's just not that. So it's funny to see like when people say, oh, your channel, it's flopping or it's just something. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, you don't know how hard it is to stay even somewhat relevant. 10K views, unless you're like being Mr. Beast or you're doing weird clickbait titles. But like doing gaming content, like Nintendo content, it's tough, bro. Just even gaming content in general. If you're not sitting there and saying, I can beat this Dark Souls run with one hand, blindfolded, tied behind my back on a pogo stick, or some stupid stuff. Or if you're not like KCO, who's like super popular like on Twitch, and then he just puts out, I became a crazy doctor. Like that's what the title of the video is. Or I got my foot cut off. Or I became a weird Twitch streamer hand game. Like something stupid. Like some stupid game. Or I'm in this game where I play as like a judge. Dumb games. Like unless you're doing something like that, like it's tough, man. And so YouTube can be soul crushing because when you start out, the large majority of YouTube channels, people quit after like the first like couple weeks or like a month or two. Like you quit because it's like, dude, I'm not getting any traction. People aren't watching my videos. Even for me, man, it took me I think it took me technically like my third channel. Technically like my third like brand of channel. My first channel, I got a couple thousand subs on there, but nothing really crazy. My second channel didn't turn out the way that I wanted it, so I had to turn it into this channel. So it's like my third. It's my second channel when it comes to like when I tried, but it's like really like my third channel. So like, and even like I said, it was a slow burn, and even then I got lucky because the Switch came around that time, so people were looking for content creators with Switch 1. So it's tough, man. It ain't easy. I can tell you that right now. Working in IT on a Monday almost never goes well. Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, after the weekend, they're like, everything's wrong with my equipment. So, excuse me. Let's see your shout outs though, guys. Dan says, LO work was hot. I think it meant garbage today. Coworkers are very angsty. Also, every office I went into today was having a crisis over nothing. Yeah, man. Oh, man. I'll be honest, guys. I do not envy those days, but I'm here to listen to you guys talk about it because I understand. So I'm here to help out when it comes to like, at least just putting a smile on your face and doing the best I can, letting you relax after a long day. So I appreciate you guys coming through. But yeah, man, I can relate. My last job that I had sucked, bro. I was on the phone all day. I was calling, making cold calls to people, calling up. And the thing about it wasn't like I was calling up just like random people or anything. It was like professionals, people that like make like hundreds of thousands of dollars, like people that really have no time to talk. And like, if you don't get out what you say and say it efficiently, they'll just hang up on you. I remember one time I completely messed up. Like I was in my training. So then like my trainee person, cause she was leaving. So she was like, okay, you know, call this person up. So I was like, hello? And they were like, hello? And I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, we have a job. He was like, so what are you calling for? I'm like, well, there is, I malfunctioned. And then he just hung up. And then she was like, she's like, what was that? And I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know what that was. And that's when I realized that this job sucks. That's when I realized that this job sucks. But you know what? I need a job. I need to pay for bills and family and stuff. So it was at that point that I realized that this job sucks. That job sucked. But I was like, you know, I got to do it. I got to make, you know, I got to provide. So, I just malfunctioned, man. But I got more comfortable talking because, like, in order for me to get my promotion, to me to move up, like, I had to convert people. I had to get people from one job to move into this job, right? So it was like, you know, business professionals. This was data analysts and managers and, you know, IT specialists and SQL programmers. So these people were, like I said, they were usually working when I call them, you know, so it was one of those things where it was definitely an experience, but, you know, like recruiting always is. But I was able to get all that done. Like I was able to get in, like I needed like, what was it? I needed about $50,000 in new signing bonus contracts. So like every signing bonus contract would be like about like $5,000 or so. Maybe some big ones would be like 10,000, but you might only get like one person a month, you know, or something like that. Like it's very rare to get more than one or two people a job because the jobs are, you know, 6 figures plus jobs, right? And not a lot of positions are opening up everywhere for that. So it was difficult, but I was able to get it done I got hired like around, what was it? I think it was like around summer, August or so, summer of 2016. And then I was able to get what I needed to get that. And like my promotion was coming the Friday after Breath of the Wild came out. So Breath of the Wild came out on a Friday. That was when it came out. And the Switch won. And then that following Friday I was going to get my promotion, but they fired me on the Monday before I can get my promotion. Because otherwise I would have been locked in and it would have been way harder to fire me because I was hourly before and I was going to go to salary, like a salaried position, you know, a lot of cool benefits. But yeah. I could work any job. No, you can't. There's certain jobs where you need certain skills. You don't have every skill. Because jobs for me, I don't mind working, but I'm gonna start getting more active, that's for sure. There you go. I have so many work stories, but I wouldn't be able to tell them all here. I bet, Party Man, I bet, dude. I have a lot of work stories too. I have so many work stories, but I bet you, I mean, you working in IT. You've been working there for a while now, right? And you're in management now, so I'm guessing, like, so Party Man, do you have like a, like, do you like manage like a couple people, or are you just like part of like the managers, the people that are making some of the calls and some of the stuff? So how's your management position work? CK with the 2 says, worst best jobs excluding YouTube you've ever had. Okay, well, excluding YouTube, but YouTube is by far the best job that I've ever had. Like, it's the most like goated best job ever. YouTube, if you can make it, YouTube is fantastic. Like, there's some stupid stuff that you have to deal with, like dumb stuff, but the benefits obviously far outweigh the negatives. Like, it really does. YouTube's awesome. Like I said, there's some stupid stuff, but for the most part, it's great. So yeah, I think you said excluding YouTube. When it comes to best jobs, dude, all of my jobs suck. Like, I've had like all of my, I don't think I liked any of my jobs. Like, I don't think there's really, dude, honestly, and this is no cap, I think the job that I liked the most out of any job that I had is probably when I was selling sunglasses or when I was like flipping burgers at McDonald's. I think those are like the only 2 times that I liked my job, or that I even somewhat liked my job. And I didn't even like those jobs. But like, yeah, all of my jobs that I've had suck. Like, I don't think I've ever been like truly happy at any job that I've had. Which that's more on me than it is on the jobs. I think that's more of my personality trait. My mom is very entrepreneurial, and I think I got that spirit from her, you know? So I think that's why for me, being kind of like my own boss, because you guys know how I can be a bit hard-headed at times, obviously, but I feel like I'm very logical and rational, but sometimes people don't like that. When you work with certain types of people, they don't like logical routes. Like certain people, I'm not going to say what type of people, but certain people, and I'm not saying like race or anything like that, but just certain people, like, they don't like you telling things that makes them look not good, right? And I think that's my problem. My problem is that I'm an efficient person. I like finding efficiency that works best to my strengths, and I think that's where I excel. But a lot of managers don't like that. They want you to do it their way. Like, especially like a micromanaging manager, they like you to do it their way, you know? So I think that was my problem at my last job, is that I found a lot of ways to be efficient, a lot of ways to work better that works well for me, and they're like, no, you got to do it like this, you know? So yeah. So I think, yeah, I don't recall any jobs. I think probably like that health coaching job that I had, that job wasn't bad. It was just boring. It was just really boring. But I mean, I worked that job for like nearly 2 years. It was a good job and it paid okay. At least at the time it paid okay. Yeah, that job was all right, but I don't think I ever liked any. I mean, I was a personal trainer. I was a personal trainer at multiple gyms. I hated all those. I was a personal trainer, like just my own business. I hated that. Well, I didn't hate it, but it was just didn't pay enough, like in the early 2010s-ish. So yeah, I don't know, man. They've all kind of sucked. But yeah, I'd probably say if I had to pick, I'd probably just say like, yeah, being a personal trainer and like my health coaching job, because those actually use my kinesiology degree, so that was cool. Yeah, I'm burning out quickly after 9 to 5. I work in software dev. The grind is intense, but the money's good. I'm just hoping to do it. I'm just going to do it until my brain won't let me. Yeah, just do it till your brain won't let you. And if you've got like obviously like, you know, like something else that you're passionate about, you can kind of just save up and see what you can do there, or invest a little bit, right, Mr. Muckbro, to see what you can do. But yeah, if the money's good, obviously you got to keep doing it. Like I never quit any of the jobs that I hated, like that paid me like okay. I never quit any of them. I always got let go, or I got laid off, or I got let go, or I got fired, or whatever the case is. So I like, listen, if that last job that I had that I didn't like if they never fired me, I'd probably still be there to this day. I probably would have never went into YouTube like that, because the pay was going to be good enough, and I'd be like, hey, I'm not giving that up, you know? So like or if my job before that, my health coaching job, if they never fired me, I probably would have still been there to this day. I probably would have just tried to move up and still be there and just do YouTube on the side or whatever. See, now though, when I started doing YouTube, I was able to do YouTube and learn editing, really learn editing and learn all that. And then I was able to siphon that into like, okay, I can do my own side business outside of that, doing editing. And then I was able to do, you know, parlay that into working for other companies and doing editing. Still my own business, but like contracted work, not where I'm gonna like, you know, not where I go in 9 to 5, but I go in, hey, I go in on this day and I go in on this day, and they've got me, and I'll work for 3 or 4 hours, and they've got something for me to do, and I'll get that done, then I'll leave, you know? So I was able to get that too. Justin with the 3.
My problem right now is my replacement salesman blames everyone else and takes no responsibility for their mistakes. I will own up if I mess up. Only this week and next, then I'll have my old salesman back.
Yeah, that's the stupid people that you got to deal with at work, right? Those are the dumb people. And I think that's the reason why I just like, Justin, you have more patience to me. You're a better man than me. Party man, you're a better man than me. My problem is that like I almost swung at someone at work. That's why it's That's my issue. Is that I told you guys a story when I was working at that car place, bro, where I almost broke that dude in half at work, bro. That's my problem. That's why I can't be doing that. I remember my what was it? My sister. She's like, you need to learn how to work better with people. Because my sister, she's a big manager, like executive lady, and she makes like a ton of money, and she's doing really good. She has her master's degree. She's always been really good, like with work, and like she's always been really organized, and she's super smart. So she was trying to give me advice and help me after I got let go from that job, like my health coaching job in 2016. And I'm like, Linda, I'm just not as good as you. Like, I don't have the patience you have. I don't have the grit. I'm not as smart as you. I don't have the patience you have. I don't have a master's degree. I don't have this. And she was like, true, but she's always so supportive. She's like, true, but so I was like, I just don't have that. And my mom's always been like, oh well, nah. You'll find something. Don't worry. Oh man, so it's great. Got to switch to Pro Controller, and it's awesome. Yes, it's very good. Efficiency should be awarded, not frowned upon. It's a huge contradiction considering the state of tech today. Use corpse AI causing more efficient doesn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense back then before the AI stuff. Doesn't make any sense now, bro. So yeah. Yo, Gambit Zero. Hey yo, thank you for the big $20 dono. Let's go. And he says overnight security is a loading at a loading dock was my favorite. Played my DS and PSP all night. Now I have to be a responsible adult. Appreciate you as always. I know, dude. Growing up sucks, man. Now you gotta be an adult and actually like work and actually like pay attention. I had a summer manager job that I did at my university, that where I could like play video games and stuff like whenever there was like a downtime. That was kind of fun, but like the pay was terrible. Like literally, we pretty much weren't paid. It was like, oh, we go there to work, and yeah, we do managerial stuff and all that, but it was like, okay, we get room and board, right? We get to live on campus. So they gave us room and board, and then they gave us like a meal ticket to where we got like 2 or 3 meals per day. But like the pay was prorated off of that. So like the pay was so low. I think I got like $300 or $340 a month. Like, because like they pay for like our room and board, right? So that would be like, okay, they're paying us, maybe like an apartment back then was like $1,000 something, maybe like $1,000 for like an apartment. So like, yeah, it was like, okay, I don't have to pay for my room and board, but like the actual pay for the job was like terrible. Thank you though for the 20, man. I appreciate that. Yo, is it no level 1? Thank you, man, for the $10 dono. Shoutouts, no message though, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the big 10. Let's go. Shoutouts, combo breaks today, guys. We are going 160 on the board, platinum and a half. Hey yo, let's go. Thank you guys for the support tonight. You guys are always goated, man. Dono hype. Let's see if we can go. Got a dono train going. Let me read some more of these messages too. And Gambit Zero, if you want some music, or no level 1, if you want some music, let me know. Video game tracks, I'll get you guys. You guys can just put in the chat, and I got you. Hey, what's up, your boy Ralphie? What's up, baby? One thing I can't stand at work are lazy people. Every time I get my stuff done, the next shift comes up and screws up. I have to fix their messes. It gets old. Yeah, I feel you on that one, brother. Beardo 2020 says 23 just graduated, about to go into the industrial maintenance work. The pay as well, but the hours are long, and from what I heard, you have to put up with some cheese. Yep. Industrial, was that industrial maintenance? Yeah, you gotta, anything industrial, you gotta put up with some BS. Beardo, you gotta put up with some BS. Congrats on graduating though. Congrats on the graduation. But yeah, pretty much every job you gotta put up with BS. Like, it doesn't matter what job it is, there's always gonna be some nonsense, and that's like life, man. You're just gonna have to deal with some trash, some garbage. For me, like I said, with YouTube, it's cool because it's like, you can deal with it, but it's just like internet. It's fake. It ain't real. Now, don't get me wrong. There are real repercussions from people saying things, but like, once you get past the shock value of people being racist, or people doing this, or people just saying stuff, or people just hating you for no reason, it doesn't really matter anymore. It's not even really real. So I don't have to go in, because like, if I had to actually go in and like, let's say for some way, I actually have to go in and deal with people from like the chat that were being crazy, like I had to meet with them IRL, I probably would have punched a couple of them already. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do that with YouTube. So for me, I don't deal with the same type of pressures that you guys deal with. So I can't even compare myself to what you guys do. That's why I wanted to hear what you guys do and kind of give you guys, if some people wanted some advice, or, you know, just say, hey man, I feel you on that one, because I've been there and it sucks, but I want you guys to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to keep going, keep doing what you're doing, keep, you know, working for your family or for yourself, whatever you need to take care of. And then the times that you're off are sweeter. You know, like when you get off, like, think about it for a second, guys. Like when you have all the time in the world, you kind of sometimes get bored, right? Like, oh man, like I'm just playing video games all day. You feel like you're you feel like you got to go do something. But like, I think that life is kind of sweet. It's like when you go, you get your job done, you get your work done, you make your money, you do what you need to do. And then you have time. You take a vacation, or you have time. And unlike in the past where you're broke and you're not doing anything, but now you actually got a little bit of money, now you got a little bit of things to do, and now you actually value that time a lot more, you know? So that's the thing that I realized, like when I was working like day jobs. And even with this job, I still value like my free time that I have outside of streaming or editing. I still value it, you know? It's still good, even though I can't pick and choose, but then I can't. I gotta make sure that I'm here. I gotta make sure that I'm streaming. Like, I owe you guys that. Like, to me, it's like a real job, you know? I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna respond, I'm going to talk about games. This is important to me. At least when I was growing up and I didn't have it, like, online, because online wasn't a thing, I felt that it's important for people. Because I know what it feels like for people to ostracize you, or because you play games, or because you're into anime, or this, or you're nerdy. I was there. People only liked me because I played sports. That's it. Because I was good at sports. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people only knew me because I played sports. But when they found out who I was, which was a nerd playing Legend of Zelda, they were like, this guy, like, get a load of this guy. You know? I had so many people that were like that. They were cool with me, then they found out, like, who I was, which is video games and being a nerd and eating candy and, like, just sports, you know, video games. And they're like, this guy's not cool. You know? So I wanted to create a and I realized that, like I said, I realized that when I went to college. The birthday always gets pulled. I don't get that dono in just a bit. Shout out to Rafi. But the college thing always trips me up, bro. The college thing always trips me up. It always comes back to that when I realize, wait a minute, people actually don't like me that much. Bro, I invited everybody. Bro, nobody showed up. I was like, okay, I know what's like, okay, I get it. I get it, you know? It's fair enough, you know? So I wanted to create something to where people can kind of come together if you feel that same type of way I felt back then. Your boy with the 5 says they need to update TV version of YouTube. They need to update it? What's wrong with it? I have it. It's not bad, is it? Is it messed up? Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs. Amen to that, brother. You're not working. You're just staying home playing video games all day. You feel worthless after all. Yeah, that's how I felt. In 2009, that's what I did, and I felt worthless. Shout outs to Quiet Lying with the $10. It says, I work as a paralegal, for a criminal defense attorney. I get paid decently, but I live within my means and mostly spend money on games. Oh, it's a great job. I'm very interested and appreciate you, OJ. Hey, shout outs. Yeah, that's because there's a lot of different cases that come up, so you have to make sure everything's written and documented correctly as a paralegal, right? So yeah, good stuff. There was before I got married, I dated a girl. She was also a paralegal, but she also kind of had like a little bit of a beard. And like I told her, like, yo, like, you got a little bit of like a beard, because like, you know, usually she'd wear makeup and like cover it, but then sometimes like when she got a little comfortable, like it kind of just like sprung up, not like a full beard, but like kind of just like popped out. And like she wouldn't like go get it like waxed all the time. Like it was like every now and then, like sometimes I'd see her and it was waxed and other times it was not. I'm like, you know, you gotta take care of that more often. But anyway, that's irrelevant. Shout outs to your job. Appreciate you, Quiet Lion. Thank you for the $10 dono, man. I really appreciate that. Let's go. Appreciate that, brother. You can chat like, but you can, oh yeah, the TV. Yeah, the TV. You gotta open up like your phone or something like that. We'll see here. That can happen a lot of Japanese office settings, surprisingly. Yeah, I see you on that one, CK. I work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Chick-fil-A. I'm not much of a morning person, but I love having the rest of the day. Working 6 a.m. to 2 feels like you have so much free time, because you can go home, you can take a nap, you can wake up, you can play video games all night. Well, not all night, but then you can play video games for more, and then you can go back to sleep and just wake back up. So yeah, a 6 a.m. to 2 shift is actually not bad at all, because you get everything done. you get everything done. Like I said, yeah, it feels like you have like a whole day in front of you. You can plan other things. You can go do stuff. So yeah, that's probably a goated shift. Is like a 6 to 2. Yeah. Shout outs, Quiet Line. Thank you for the support, though, guys. I appreciate that. Let's go. 175 on the combo. We are going double platinum tonight. Hey, yo. Let's go. But it helps me free. Plus, I got the walls and ideas. Okay, shout outs. Go to college, media arts, animation. Had a bunch of clients now. So I'm working, trying to make 3D art. Okay, cool. Good stuff. We're dated this Guatemalan chick. Had the straight sailor patch. Dude, yeah. She was Guatemalan too, but the one, yes, the one that I dated too at that, she was also Guatemalan. Yeah, same thing. Had a little, you know, my wife is cool. My wife has a little, but she like gets hers constantly like, okay, waxed and like shaved to where it's not a problem. Where it's like, you know, it's like, okay, it's like she's consistent with it. But that girl, she was not. Sometimes she was, but then a lot of times she was not. And like one time it was like it was like a couple inches long, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, we're staying. I'm like, I just ordered food. I'm like, hey, look, we're not going out anywhere. We're just gonna. I don't want to be mean and say nothing because like we weren't like comfortable, but we were like, you know, getting comfortable, but not super comfortable. So I didn't want to be mean. And it's like, yo, I'm like, what's up with that? So I just said, hey, we're just gonna order food in, you know. I kind of gave like sly references, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna grow my beard out, you know. She was like, oh, that's nice. So I think at one point she kind of picked up on it, you know. But I just gave little sly references here and there, like, oh, you know what? I used to shave my beard. I think I talked about my beard like 8 or 9 times, like within an hour. But at that time, I was still trying to grow it. I was still trying to like grow, like it was still kind of low, and I was growing it out. Word, I had to work around it. You gotta work around it. Hey man, when it came time, I didn't care. But to be honest, yeah, man, I had to. Well, yeah, I just had to move on, bro. I had to move on. Oh, let's see here. I know this is old news, but I just beat Metroid Prime 4, and I don't get the hate I see online for it. I made a new Metroid Prime fat out of me. Yeah, I think it's really because of like the game structure, like the, you know, like the desert, the green crystals. They didn't like how the people were talking at times, like if you get lost, like, you know, whole Miles McKenzie, so that thing, and like the enemy variety. But like obviously, like when it's hitting, right? When you have like the certain biomes and the bosses and like the controls and like the gameplay, the HD rumble, all that stuff's really good in the game. All that stuff's awesome. So yeah, I like the game too. I thought it was good. I did a review. I thought it was solid. Women be here like that sometimes, not a big deal, but it can sometimes be a distraction. Well, no, I mean, I don't mind, like, but like I said, if it's like sticking out like a couple inches, like I mean, that's a little bit, I mean, if it's just like a little bit of fuzz, then okay, that's no problem, you know. But like if it's like sticking out to the point to where like I can see it like cracking past the makeup, then like, yeah, that's a little bit of a problem for me at least. Yo, Verkster with another 35 Aussie, hey yo, and he says something double platinum. Yo, Varkster, single-handedly pretty much getting us to all of our goals for the past couple weeks, yo. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much, man. Varkster, you are the goated one, the chosen one. Real talk, real talk, man, real talk. 95 on the board. Let's go, yo. Shouts double platinum. Let's go. Appreciate that, guys. I work retail ASM 2:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Tuesday or Thursday, Monday. Feels like I have no time. 45 minutes to get to work. 45 minutes home. Oh my. So I mean, like you were that hand dealt is like the worst hand. That is the worst shift. Middle of the day to the crack of the night, and then you gotta get home, you gotta get to sleep, and then wait a minute, I gotta get to work at 2. Like you don't really, I mean, you have a morning, but like you don't because you got to go to work by 2, but it takes you 45 minutes to get there. So you really got to get ready a couple hours beforehand. Like, yeah, that is by far the worst dookie shift. Like, I hope the pay at least is good enough, right? That is the worst shift. That my mom works a similar shift to that, where it's like afternoon to like evening, you know, but she gets paid really, really, really well though, so it's worth it for her. So that's the Varkster, man. Appreciate you, fam. Let's go. Daniel with the $5 is just cuz perfect timing for this stream. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you for the 5, man. Thank you so much. You guys are out here tonight, man. Yo, we out here. We out here tonight. Let's go. Thank you for the big 5. On the midnight shift working OT right now. OTRN 7 to 7. Woo, 7 to 7 midnight shift. Yeah, those midnighters. I mean, like, bro, there was a time that I was gonna get a job working at a grocery store, and like I was gonna get fast track to management. Like, they really liked me, and I messed it up. That's what I was thinking about. You know. No, I'm not gonna say that I was thinking about. Like, it ran across my mind. Like, I never like went into the operation of me doing it, but I was at the lowest point in my life at that. You know, I you know, graduated from college. My PlayerEssence was not doing well. I failed. I had failure after failure. The person that I was with was not supportive at all. I had a very young daughter that like hated being around me because she would just cry all the time because she liked her mom way more because, you know, babies. And like things were just terrible for me. But I was able to get a job, like get hired as like a nighttime, like not like a shift manager right away, but like a shift manager training. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I mean, the pay was not good. It was like $8 an hour, but it was something. And it, like I said, they wanted like, the guy was so impressed. Like, it was this tall white guy. And he was like so impressed with me. Like, I had such a great interview. Like, they hired me on the spot after the interview. They're like, oh yeah, you're good, man. We're gonna get you in here. We're gonna get you hired up. And I'm like, that's good. I worked at grocery before. Like, I worked in a grocery store before, so I had experience. So I knew a little bit of the food business. You know, so I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind this. Like, I can work here. I can work here. And it was gonna be a night shift. It was gonna be perfect. It was gonna be from like 11 to like 7 or something like that. So I can still run PlayerEssence. Like, I can still do PlayerEssence, you know, in the mornings. I felt like I was gonna have time because I have to go in there by 7 p.m. So I felt like I still had a day, you know. And then, dude, I've told this story before, but this, dude, I mixed up the date. This was before smartphones, by the way. Okay, this was before. Well, no, it wasn't before smartphones, but I did not have a smartphone, so I did not put in like. I could have swore he told me Thursday for the drug test, but I think it was Tuesday or it was Wednesday. I don't know. But anyway, I missed my drug test and I went there the next day. They're like, nope, we can't take your drug test. And when I tried to call them, they would not answer my call. They would not answer it, and I didn't get the job. And I was like crushed. But yeah, night shifts can be bad and can be good. Like, a night shift can be bad and it can be good, man. But man, I was crushed, dude. I started getting the thoughts after that happened. Oh my God, I was so upset, man. I was so upset. That was like rock bottom for me, man. And then I had a nervous breakdown. Not trying to make it about myself, but then I had a nervous breakdown. I had a nervous breakdown a little bit later. So I think it was like 2012, like early 2013. I had like a bad nervous breakdown. Bad. It was bad. Felt like my hair was on fire. I work 4 in the morning to 2 in the evening. Oh, early. Are there any places that still do midnight releases these days? I miss those. Sometimes GameStop does it if the game is big enough. You know, if the game is big enough. But after COVID, they kind of like stopped doing those. Luckily, when I worked that shift, I live like only 4 minutes away from the company. Nice. Excuse me. I worked in a factory between 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. just to get enough money that 3 to 4 years ago. Probably the worst and most unproductive time in my life. Drank all the weekends away. Just made no profit at the end. Yeah. Yeah. Man. Sometimes it's like that, bro. Sometimes Varkster, it's like that. I know there was a job that I had. Pretty much that was like my summer job. Like, I would just buy MGDs and pizzas, like with my $300 that I got per month, because the food at the food there was not very good. So I would just buy food. I would just buy pizza, and I would just buy MGD 40s all the time. Just remember playing Metal Gear Solid 4, eating pizza and drinking a 40, while Snake smoked in between the like when you had to like load the session, because like you had to install the chapters So Snake would like smoke and then like take some time to install. So I'd be like, all right, pizza, MGD. Well, I wouldn't drink the whole 40 in that day. I mean, I would drink some and then eat some pizza. I got kind of fat too. I got discouraged because I didn't make the football team, right? Like I made like through like one, like I didn't get called back. Like the craziest thing happened. It was like 2007, and I remember like, oh, like okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna go make the team. And like I remember I had a roommate where we went to tryouts, and like I could have swore I was gonna make it like the first time, right? I was like, okay, they're gonna call me in for the second one. And I had a roommate, and he was really fast. He was like a 4.3 guy. And I remember, they were calling the people who made the team. So you got a text message if you made like the first cuts from like walk-ons. I remember walking back and I realized that I didn't make it. So I was just like, because like you find out that day they'll tell you. I remember just being really, really, really upset and like walking back to my dorm. And like the guy lived in the same like dorm as me, like the same like apartment, you know, like roommate. And like he like rolled up in his car. He had a nice car too. And like he rolled up and like parked in his spot. And like I walked by him. And like he had his girlfriend was good looking. And like, you know, I didn't have any girlfriend at that time. And the girl that wanted to do something with me, she looked like Beetlejuice. So I was like, no way. But anyway, I remember walking by and he was like, hey, what's up, OJ? And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And he's like, hey man, did you make it? And I was like, nah. He's like, I'm like, did you? He's like, yeah. And I was just like, hey, congrats. And I just felt like a loser, dude. I just felt like a complete loser. Man, didn't make the team. My car looks like I had a beat up Corolla. He had a nice car. He had a good looking girlfriend. He made the team. He was fast. It's like, man, everything was just going bad. So that's when I started drinking a bit, bro. That's when I started drinking a little bit, was after that, bro. After that. Oh man. 4 years, going on 5 years. I help manage a team of techs with my manager. I'm assistant manager, but also do tech work. Okay, nice, party man. Keep going with that, man. You're gonna do great things. You're gonna do great things there. Or maybe even, you know, you can move up. Maybe there's a different company that comes to calling. I'm a custodian, Teamsters, work the state. It's a sweet gig, 9 years and I retired. Nice. 9 more years and you retire? Woo! Let's go, baby. I can't wait till I retire. My retirement, I'm going to be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm talking about video games and doing nothing. Oh, man. Beetlejuice? Yeah, Beetlejuice. She looked like an overweight Beetlejuice, bro. Like a black, overweight Beetlejuice. It was crazy, too, because, like, the whole year, I was, you know, there was, like, I lived in, like, the suites at Fresno State. Like, in 2007, I lived in, like, in the suites. So it was, like, 20 years ago now. I lived in the suites, and then like I had like my friend Andre. He lived like in the dorms. They were like right next to each other. So I would always like I would never hang out at my place. I would like after school, I would go back do my homework if I had any homework, and I would just go straight to my friend Andre's place because like my roommates were boring as hell, right? There was none of them were cool. So I would go to my friend Andre and like his dorm because like my friend George was there, Andre was there. I met Andre in Japanese class. And so we met each other, and like we would go to I would go to his place, and like we played video games, talk about that. Like he was like a hardcore gamer. So that was a lot more fun. Like we would just be getting loud and whatever, you know? So anyway, so I'd always hang out there. And then like the girls that lived like they lived like right next to them. And it was like a really weird looking white chick. There was like a strict, like super like valedictorian girl that lived there. And then there was like a kind of like a bigger black chick. And she looked like Beetlejuice. She's like a gothic Beetlejuice type looking lady. And like the whole year I knew her. There was no problem whatsoever. Like we had no issue. I was cool with her. She was cool with me. Everything was fine. No issue whatsoever. There was no inclination that she was interested in me at all. At all. And like obviously I was not interested in her. But like there's nothing that she said or did the whole year that made me even think that she was interested. So I think it's about time that it was either the end of the year or like Christmas or something like that. Christmas break or end of the year. I forgot exactly when. But I'm in my dorm. Oh, yeah, I think it was Christmas because everybody's leaving for Christmas and I'm still there. Like I'm waiting. It's like I think I had like one more final and I'm waiting. So like all my roommates already left home for Christmas or Thanksgiving break. It was I think it was Christmas. And I think she was moving. I knew that she was moving. She was going back because she flunked out. She flunked out. Her grades weren't very good, or or there was something that happened. Either she flunked out or she just wanted to go back home. She got homesick. So I knew she was leaving. So I was like, whatever. But I didn't really talk to her or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, like she texts me, and she's like, "Oh, hey, what's up? Can I come by?" And I'm like, okay. So then she's like, she comes up to my room, and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey," and then she's like, "Are any of your roommates here?" And I'm like, "No, they all went." And I'm like, "Oh, do you want to go to like Andre's?" I'm like, and I said, "You want to go?" She's like, "No." She's like, "Stay here." And I'm like, "Why? We never stay here. We're always at Andre's place." Because like they would go over to Andre's place too. And then she was like, "Well, I don't know. I just thought we can hang out." And I'm like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Well, I got this condom here." And I was like, literally, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. I was like, literally, like the air, I was like I almost like choked. I was like, I was like, and I didn't know what to say. I was like, I said the dumbest thing. I was like, "That's good." I was like, "That's good." And then she was like, "Yeah." Then I was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Hey, let's sit down." And I was like, "There's not many seats." She's like, "Oh, we can lie down on the bed." I was thinking that, but both of us on there, it was gonna break through. Because like it was like the rooms were set up to where it was like you have like a big old desk, and then it was like a bunk bed. Like you have a desk on the bottom, then you have a bed on the top. So like you climb up to get to the bed, and then you have a desk on the bottom for you to study. So I was thinking, man, with both of us on there, I was like 190. She had to have been like 200. So I'm like, man, that thing might break through. I was like, all right. But then she wanted to like kiss and all that. And I was like, bro, I am not kissing Beetlejuice. Like, that's wild. So the problem was, though, so we go up on the bed and I'm lying down. But like the problem was like my body was like, "Hey, OJ," like, "Hey." And I was like, no. So then eventually she just kind of, I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna leave." And I was like, "Okay, no problem." And it was so awkward and weird. It was, I think I saw like another time or two, and she like left. It's so awkward, dude. So awkward. Super awkward. So yeah, that was the like only time like that whole year. So as I said, that's what it felt bad like that guy, he made the football team, had a good looking group. I got hit on by Beetlejuice. That's all I got for like the whole year was Beetlejuice, you know? But yeah, my body was like, "Hey, OJ, hey." And I was like, "No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not." So that was that, man. I didn't do anything. I was like, I'd rather just not do anything. I'm good. It says, "Oh man, that must have been a real heartbreaker for her." Yeah, I mean, like, bro, that ain't my problem though, man. Like, I get it, but like, she should have like I could have maybe just like, you know, warmed up to the idea, but like, you gotta let me know in advance. Like, you can't just spring that on me, you know? Like, you can't just tell me out of nowhere. Like, you gotta send some signs or hints, you know? Like, you can't just say, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "All right, cool." I'm not like weird. Like, I don't do that. Like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess some guys would. They're like, "Whatever, just turn out the lights, whatever." You know what I'm saying? But like me, like, nah, I wasn't raised like that. So it's like, I can't just do that out of nowhere. So, you know, so nah. I mean, I don't need a 3-day notice, but if you look like Beetlejuice, yeah, I'm gonna need 30 days. I'm gonna need 2 weeks. So I can get myself mentally prepared. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time. Yeah, if you look like Beetlejuice, yeah, I'm gonna need some time. Now, obviously, if you look maybe not if you look better, but if you look like Beetlejuice, I'm gonna need about 2 weeks to acclimate. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time. Absolutely. You can't just do that out of nowhere, nah. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need 30 days. What if it was that power girl you dated before? Well, I mean, yeah, if I dated her before, then yeah, that was no problem. I had a high school friend do that to me in college. She asked me out after I had broken up with my girlfriend. They knew each other. Needless to say, there was the last day that we were friends. Oh, I see. Yeah. So, man, at least you didn't make a drama to all your friends after being rejected like a gal from my work. I mean, yeah, there wasn't really... I think she said something to Andre, and Andre was like, hey, man, what'd you do? And I was like, bro, I didn't do anything. So, but no, she didn't. I mean, she was leaving anyway. So, I mean, she was leaving. She didn't come back the next semester. I'm pretty sure it was either, I'm pretty sure it was Christmas break. It was Christmas break 2007. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas break 2007. Because she didn't come back the next semester. I think she flunked out, or she, like I said, she got homesick or something. So... Dude, LOL. Yeah, that was LOL, man. LOL. I need more than 3-day notice, bro. Yeah, she gave her... Nah, I'll give her props for shooting her shot. You know what I'm saying? I'll give her props for shooting her shot, man. But, like, nah, man. Nah. She was built like that one dude from, Minions. Who's the guy? From the evil guy from the Minions, like the main dude. It's kind of built like the Minions dude, and like Beetlejuice, like Minions dude and Beetlejuice fused together. Did the fusion dance. You know. Gru, is that his name? Gru? Who's the y'all know the Minions dude, right? What's his name? Yeah, this guy, Gru. She was built like Gru. This guy right here. This guy right here. She was built like him. So I was like, nah, I'm good. Let's go. So still can't get over you calling her Beetlejuice. Bro, she look like gothic, like she look like Beetlejuice gothic. Like black gothic Beetlejuice, bro. Like, yeah. It's messed up. Hey, look, man, it is what it is, brother. It is what it is. I need preparation time, bro. I needed to go get... I needed some prep time. I needed to go maybe... I needed 2 weeks. I needed 2 weeks. Needed 2 weeks, man. Yeah, purple lipstick type. Yeah, purple lipstick type, like black eyeliner, like just like no, she was a nice girl though. Like outside of the yeah, she looks like Beetlejuice. Yeah, she looked like Gru, like Fusion. But like, was she cool? She was always cool to me, man. She was always cool to me. She was always really cool to me. Although one time she got really salty at me because there was this DVD that I had, cause like one time there was this we all had everybody over. We had like all of you know Andre's roommates, me, George, Andre were there, and then like there was this other girl, Katie, and then there was this other girl. Oh God, it was another girl. Yeah, and the black chick, and then I think Katie. She had and it's not the same. It's not the other Katie that I'm talking about. The one that the birthday one. It's a different Katie. And she had like one of her friends come there, like to hang out for the weekend, like this Persian chick. And I brought a DVD. I was like, oh, I know what we can all hang out and watch, right? Like I said, we're in college. It's 2007. We're all, you know, young, whatever. And I was like, oh, we can watch this DVD. It's called Chris Rock, Bigger and Blacker. So it's a stand-up comedy. It's from like 1999. And the only time that I remember her getting like kind of salty at me is that there was this segment in there where it talked about like really big black women, you know? And I could tell she was not laughing. I was laughing and she looked at me and I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Like, she did not like that segment at all. And of course, he talks about, he roasts everybody. He roasts black people, he roasts white people, he roasts Hispanic people, he roasts everybody. He roasts, in that DVD particularly, he literally talks about everybody, you know? So it wasn't like he was just talking about one group or another. He talks about everybody. But yeah, I remember that's the one time that I think she actually got kind of upset at me. But outside of that, we were cool. We never had any issue, you know? We never had any issue. He says Beetlejuice plus Groot. Yeah, Beetlejuice plus Groot fusion, bro. OJ, you didn't say Beetlejuice. Yeah, I don't want Beetlejuice coming through. He's gonna come through and hang out. Gonna come through and hang out, man, bro. You're gonna come through and hang out. With the toothpick legs, yeah. I'm pretty sure she didn't have toothpick legs, but the problem is that she wore big old jeans, so you couldn't really tell. But, I mean, I don't think she really had toothpick legs, but it kind of looked that way because the jeans that she wore were way too big. You know? But she kind of had, like, that fridge build, you know what I'm saying? Like, that Samsung build. That, what other LG build, you know what I'm saying? Like that Home Depot build for like, so that was the problem, bro. That was the problem. Let's see. See that you're definitely not lying. Almost every comedian talks about fat people. It's unfortunate but expected. Yeah, like so it's like he roasts everybody though. He roasts everybody. So old school TV box build. Yeah, LG, bro. LG build. Ice maker build. Ice maker on the bottom rack build. Not the top rack. The bottom rack build. Ice maker. Yeah, she was straightforward, Joe, but you gotta tell me ahead of time. How do I know you're all year? Like, you gotta tell me ahead of time. Like, you just can't spring that on me out of nowhere. Looking like Gru and Beetlejuice fusion? No. You gotta give me a little bit of time to maybe, you know, go maybe drink a little bit before you gotta give me a little bit of you can't just spring that on. You gotta give me some weeks. I gotta prepare. I gotta get myself mentally ready. You know what I'm saying? So no, you can't do that. Let's see here. You talking? Were you talking about Andre from? No, I didn't go to school. No damn Andre from Game Explain, bro. Come on. What's this guy? You think I went to school with Andre from Game? Stop being a parasocial weirdo. No, I didn't go to school with a bunch of YouTubers. I didn't know a damn person. There was nobody that I talk to now that does content that I went to school with. Not a single person that I no. I mean, yes, Andre did live in he lives in, does he live in Seattle or does he live in California? I forgot where. I think he lives in California. I don't know if he lives in Seattle or California. Yes, Andre does live in, like, we both live in the West Coast, but no, I didn't go to school with him. Yeah, checked if you already were dating, coming over for the fast action. Yeah, I mean, I think she was probably thinking that, like, oh, no guy's gonna turn it down, because, like, 9 times out of 10 a guy won't. Like, most of the time a guy won't. Nah, it doesn't matter. I mean, they can look, man, it can be like, man, I've seen people just go into the room with, like, literally looking like Shrek and Donkey, or looking like Shrek and Maximum Carnage. Like, I saw one of my friends, man, he was like or Carnage, you know, Carnage. Bruh, from like bro, he was looking look. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So bro, it was like, yeah, it was like as soon as like she walked in and they went into the room, bro, I swear this music started playing, bro. I gotta get the music for you, because that's what it looked like, bro. It looked like this right here, man. Hold up. It looked like this right here, bro. It looked like this. I swear the music started playing too. I was like, yo, did this dude just go into the room with Maximum Carnage? With Carnage? Like, this music started playing, bro, in my head. I was like, yo, he looked like Carnage, bro. This is the music started playing, bro. It was like the Super Nintendo Carnage. I was like, bro. She was like, Chick was like 6'3". Red. Her makeup was like, wow. She looked crazy, bro. She looked like Carnage. She was wearing red too. She was wearing red and black. I was like, bro, straight up maximum Carnage. This music was playing, bro. It was playing in my head. I was like, all right. I'm not going in there. I'm not beating you up. I'm not being Venom or Spider-Man. I'm out. You're on your own. If something happens to you, I'm not liable. It was maximum Carnage, bro. She looked like Carnage. She looked like this cover. Special edition. 2, by the way. Special edition. Oh, yo, Mr. Ruiz.
Trophy unlocked. A hole is a hole.
Right. I'm not, hey, look, I'm not getting, thank you for the $10. No, I appreciate that. I don't know, man. You going in there with maximum Carnage, you might not walk back. She looked like, bro, deadass, she looked like Carnage. She was wearing red. She was just, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy. I gotta play that song again, though. That's what the bet. Actually, this game was actually pretty dope, though. This game was good. It was a good game. It was a good game. I'll play this song again. I like this song. It's good. I don't know if she had sharp teeth, but like, she was really into my friend. She was like salivating a bit. Like her tongue was like Venom's. I mean, Carnage has a tongue like that too. But she was like salivating. She was like, I was like, I just moved out of the way. I just moved out, bro. She was like 6 foot. She was about 6'2". She was definitely big. But her makeup was crazy. It was like that. It had like those flares, like with the lashes and flares off to the side. It was crazy. It says OJ stop. Hey man, I was just like, I just backed away, bro. I was like, I'm out. That's all you, man. Yeah, I didn't want to get caught up in the crossfire. I'd be liable if something happened. I don't know what's gonna happen to me, man. If something got broken or something like that, bro. That's all I know, man. I was just like, I just heard like I was just hearing all sorts of demonic noises, and I was like, I'm out, bro. I didn't even go I just left. You can go. I said, bro, you can go with her. I was scared. I was like, I'm out of there, bro. I'm out. I don't know what was happening. Let's see here.
Bro got a symbiote, if you know what I mean. Lol.
Bro, I was out of there, man. I was out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes people don't care, man. That's just anything. Oh, man. Shout outs to Maximum Carnage. Great game, by the way. It's a fun game. Oh, my gosh. Oh, fun game. Survive. Bro, like I said, man, all I heard was the Maximum Carnage music. That's all I heard, bro. In my head, that's all I heard. She was hovering like Carnage. So she was hovering, bro. Let's see. The room must have turned. Bro, I don't even want to go. I don't want to smell the room. I want to be. I got away from there, bro. I was out. I'm out. No, I'm out. So that's just, thank you for the 3, man. Says, don't do her like that. I bet she was a lovely woman. Oh, I'm sure she was. When she wasn't eating superheroes. I'm pretty. No, she wasn't stalking superheroes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was, dude. No, I mean, listen, man. I bet she was. I know. I'm joking. Yo, thank you, Dante. Thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription. All I can think is about the girl's Maximum card is that whips out. That's what happens when we don't have a lot of video game news to talk about. We start adapting video games to real life. But I swear, like, not even, like, no cap, though. Like, this wasn't even about, like, me trying to make a joke. Like, that's literally what I thought in my head. I'm like, yo, this is, like, Carnage. Because, like, you know, Carnage is, like, my favorite. Like, Venom and Carnage, like, my favorite Spider-Man characters. It was, like, Venom and Carnage. So, like, when I was like, yo, this is straight. That's what I swear that's what I thought. Like, the 20-plus years ago, whenever this happened, 15, 20 years ago, whatever, I swear it was, I thought the same thing. I was like, yo, this is, like, Carnage, dude. Psychopath with the 5 says, I would have brought a UV light in that. Psychopath, you definitely that dude that goes in there afterwards and is like, has like a backpack on, a handkerchief, a light that connects to like a helmet, like a Mario's Mario Maker helmet. And it's like, when nobody's looking, this you just see that psychopath going there looking for crumbs. Shout out to psychopath. Oh my gosh, man. I mean, someone who has who has been big themselves, can't allow themselves to laugh at the topic. Nothing personal. Oh yeah, nothing personal, man. Nothing personal. Even like right now, I'm just making jokes. I mean, this is all true, correct? What I'm saying, I'm not, you know, exaggerating. But I mean, it's just jokes. We're not. I mean, like I said, it happened. This is decades ago. We're all old now. And everybody that I'm talking about, we're all old. We're all old at this point. So they'd probably laugh at this story too. They probably all got married and kids and, you know, whatever. So I think they'd all laugh at it too at this point. Do you think GTA would make a good movie or TV series? I mean, I'm pretty sure they can turn it into like a TV series or like a movie, yeah. Big bang. I like Carnage in the 90s. OJ, you should have been all over that. Yeah, right, man. I'm about 5'8", 5'9", man. I'm 5'10" on a good day with some nice Jordans on or some nice shoes on. There's no way. There's no way, man. There's no way. I think, listen, I can handle a lot, but that would just be too much. The music would be playing in my head, and it wouldn't work, bro. No, I couldn't. Sometimes you gotta just walk away, you know. Yo, what's up, CBH? Fallen Angel. Yeah, seriously. Oh man, but it's all good. Like I said, not trying to be like, you know, not trying to be like mean or nothing. It was just funny. This is funny. It's just a story and some jokes. Humming the SaGa. Like Peter Griffin. That's what I would have done. Maybe if I didn't have my senses about me in a way. Oh my gosh. Oh, my eyes are hurting. My eyes are hurting. Oh my gosh. Gaming question. I know you've seen the new retro SNK console coming out later this year. Retro SNK. Neo Geo? Any retro consoles would you like to see remade? Dreamcast, maybe? Huh? OJ, there was no Nintendo Music update today, so that means something, right? It means nothing, Felipe. It means nothing. It means Maximum Carnage is coming to the SNES Online tomorrow. That's what it means. So we can all say, yeah, 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 yeah. I haven't laughed this hard. I'm guessing I'm making you guys. I can't hear you guys, But I'm guessing a lot of you guys have been laughing like crazy. I just see a lot of laughing emojis and funny emotes in the chat. So I'm guessing a lot of you guys have laughed a lot. So once again, my job, y'all go to work, y'all support the stream. My job is to make you guys laugh a bit too. Make you guys relax, laugh a bit, reminisce, have fun. That's my job. As long as I can make you guys laugh and enjoy the stream, hang out, I think I did my job, you know? Oh my gosh. My face hurts, bro. My eyes are like watery because like sometimes they get stingy. Like it gets like when I'm like, it seems like there's a certain type of laugh that I have or like funny that I talk about or like scenarios that have happened. Like when it's like a scenario that's like kind of spicy, somehow my tears are a bit spicy. If it's a scenario that's like just super funny, because what happened was funny, my head, like I'll laugh, my head hurts. But my head wasn't hurting. This one was like a spicy type of laugh. Now you're killing with this Carter's joke. The SNK system is like a relaunch of the AES console from the 90s. Yeah. I heard about it. I don't know. It might be something that I check out. I'm not sure. Like the games seem kind of pricey, but they're like full repro carts, right? So that's kind of cool. So maybe I'll check it out at some point. Oh man, good stuff though. This is the hardest I've laughed in a while. Yeah. We haven't. I mean, this stream has pretty much just been a bunch of nonsense anyway. We've barely talked about like gaming games. You know, we've just been making jokes about grifters and stupid stuff anyway. So it's been kind of fun, man. I've been enjoying it. Hey, you're looking like carnage, bro. You're looking like carnage. Oh, but if you guys have gaming stuff that you want to talk about, what's actually even in the topics today? Hold up, Super Smash Brothers. Okay, yeah. Metroid. I think there's the next Metroid game is coming too, guys. So like the next, I think Mercury Steam is working on something. If not a new Metroid game, 2D Metroid game, I think that we could see a Metroid Samus Returns. I think that game is stuck on the Nintendo 3DS, and I think that if they actually remastered that game and put it out on the Switch too, I think they could probably sell that game for 50 or 60 bucks, and it would do pretty well. Because that's a game that a lot of people did not play because it was like a late 3DS game, and they were hoping that they would port it to Switch 1, but they never did. So I think that a Metroid Samus Returns like remaster or remake or something along the lines of that would be kind of cool. Nintendo Direct June, boys. Yeah, I think it's gonna be either late May or June for it. So we'll see for that one. We will see on that one. Boom, 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 boom. Samus Returns is mid as hell. Late May, we're dreaming. Samus Returns is not mid. Samus Returns is actually pretty good. That's a good game. People are already dooming an unannounced June Direct, saying it will be mid. Complain for the June Direct, then say that it'll be mid before we even get it. That's the Nintendo Direct cycle. Let's go. I just assumed July for Nintendo Direct. July? I don't know, because I think they'll have to date Fire Emblem and all that before July. So I'm guessing it's going to be June, May or June, but we'll see. What are your predictions for June Nintendo Direct? I don't have any predictions right now, and I'll have some later, though. But I'm guessing, obviously, you know, third-party stuff, you know, Fire Emblem release date, you know, maybe Kirby Planet Robobot finally shows up. Obviously, we'd get, like, the Zelda Ocarina of Time. So stuff like that. Let's see here. Expedition 33, that's another one that I predicted that we could see. Pokemon Pocopia Nintendo Switch 2 bundle announced for Australia, New Zealand. Nintendo everything posted. Nintendo's like, wait a minute, hold up, it's selling really well. Get the bundle. Get the bundle. But not for here though. Maybe Nintendo of America will have an update for us tomorrow. Nintendo said that they can skip a June Direct because we have dates for all the games until July. They could announce a Fire Emblem release date today. Do you agree? I mean, no, because you have to get your dates for like the next second half of the year. So I'm guessing they'd have a June Direct. I don't think you would skip a June Direct, no. All right, so here we go. It's just the normal bundle though. It's not even like anything special. It's just the same system, just bundled with the game. So that's all it is. It's not anything special that you need unless you want the box. So yeah, unless you just want the box, that's not really anything that you really need. It's not really a rumor when it comes to Smash. It's really just more like a prediction. That's really it. It's just the same system. The box looks nice though. Looks better than like the Mario Kart or like the Pokemon Legends EA. So the box is nice, but it's just the same system, so it doesn't really mean anything. Because I already have the game. I don't need the box. Now, if it was a themed even if it was a themed Pokopia system, I don't think I'd buy it. I'd still want to buy a themed Pokopia. I think I'd hold out for something better. So is it cheaper to buy the bundle? Let me get the details. Sorry, I didn't even check the details. Let's see here. Releasing a Pokemon Pokopia Switch 2 bundle in Australia and in New Zealand. Those are probably more of their weaker performing areas too, so I think that will probably help out because those games are doing okay there. The company announced it's due out on June 5th, 2026. Oh, the anniversary. Pretty much the anniversary of the Switch 2. June 5th. The bundle includes both the system and game. However, there'll be no game key card included. Instead, you're getting the full game download. Okay, so it's just pre-installed. Pre-installed. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't say the price yet. So maybe it's just like $500 for it. Well, I don't know if America's gonna get the bundle. If they have an announcement, maybe they'll have an announcement tomorrow morning or something like that. But I'm guessing America won't. I'm guessing they're going to. America's gonna get a Ocarina of Time bundle, like that. They're gonna really push for here in the West. That's what I'm guessing. I think they're trying to improve the sales in Australia because like the Switch 2 is expensive in like Australia and like New Zealand. It's very expensive, so I think they're trying to push the sales a bit more for the summer. Whereas here in the U.S., it's doing like Pokopia, and the Switch 2 are selling good enough, like, even without the bundle. People are just buying both games, or buying the system and then buying the game. So I think they're just trying to up the sales there. So I think here in the U.S., I think we're gonna get a Ocarina of Time bundle, probably. No, the title wasn't bait. We talked about the Smash Bros. Switch 2 update. We talked about what Kiwi Talk says. So we already went over it. So the title wasn't bait. Do you think we'll do a Gen 2 Mariko refresh of the Switch 2 before they release an OLED Switch 2 similar to what they did with the original Switch? I don't think so, because I think the original one was to kind of get rid of hacking, right? That was part of it. So I don't think so, but we'll see. They might. Switch 2 came up 2 weeks before my birthday. Nintendo had a good taste in the release in that month. Yeah, I'll have a video too for you guys about the Switch 2 stuff. I have a bigger video detailing it. I'll have that video out tonight or tomorrow, so look out for that. We just talked about what Kiwi Talk said about Smash Brothers, Metroid, Grand Theft Auto, obviously, and Zelda. They're all going to get games within the next year or two, he stated on Twitter. He didn't say what type of game that they're getting, though, but he just said they're all going to come out within the next year or two. So, yeah, it wasn't bait when it comes to that. That's literally the update. Oh no, I heard you when you said that you were joking with the July Direct. Switch 2 came out 2 weeks before my birthday. Nintendo got a good taste of. Okay, yeah, shout outs. Let's go. Fairly certain this is just based on anecdotal evidence, but Switch 2 is doing quite well here in Australia. We'll sold out at launch. Pokopia is sold out at launch. It's definitely performing. Yeah, I mean, I think for Australia numbers, right? Because Australia it's a small location, so I think they're just trying to keep the momentum there. Because historically, Australia is not necessarily the best place for sales for Nintendo, but I think they're just trying to do anything they can to kind of keep it up there. But this bundle could come out here in the U.S. as well. So we'll see. We'll see. I think maybe tomorrow, if it's gonna come out, they'll have an announcement this week. So they'll probably have something announced. If they're gonna do it here in the US, they're probably gonna have an announcement this week. So I don't think they will. But yeah, I don't think the Switch 2 is doing like terrible here in the in Australia. Like I don't think it's like flopping completely. So I didn't say that. So there you go. I don't know how reliable Kiwi is, so I'm not going to take the information with a grain of salt for now. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it as like it's 100% or anything like that. But I mean, watch my video tomorrow, and I'll give you guys the lowdown on Smash Brothers, like from somebody who's been around for Smash Brothers for forever. So I'll give you guys that. And like what we could actually see or what they can do. Because I've actually gotten Smash Brothers right every time for the most part. I've been pretty spot on when it comes to Smash Brothers. So I think I'll have some good insight to add to it. All I can say is Pocopia has been sold out in Australia, so it makes sense to get the bundle there. Yeah, it just comes pre-installed if you want it. And on top of that, I think maybe if it is sold out, right, they don't have to ship physical copies of the game there. People can just pick it up, so it makes more sense from a financial standpoint too, you know. So that also makes sense too, man. So is Dean a Valve Glazer now? Maybe. I don't know if you guys saw our back and forth on Twitter with me and Nintending. It was funny. It was funny. I was ratioing the hell out of him. When he would say stuff, I would just, I usually just leave him alone. I don't say anything to him. But today I was like, I'll make fun of him a little bit. He's a joke. So yeah. Omario, thank you for the subscription. But no, he's looking to scalp the controller. He's just looking to scalp it. So fraud stuff. Before forgetting, thanks OJ for the streams. Can't watch live most times living in Germany, but I watch most VODs during work. When I make more heroes, remember to support. Hey man, don't worry about it. Yo, first of all, shout outs to you watching all the way over there in Germany. I appreciate that. So you don't got to worry about it, man. Whenever you can, you can. But if you can't, that's cool, man. Come hang out, talk. I know maybe there's a little bit of a language barrier, so the fact that you're actually even hanging out here, man, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you so much, dude. Shout outs to my German peeps out there. Appreciate y'all, man. I got to visit one of these days. Does this mean you're going back to Pocopia? I'm playing Romancing SaGa right now. I'm playing Romancing SaGa. So I might, if Romancing SaGa doesn't hook me within the next like week, I'll probably go back to Pocopia. I'll probably go back and finish it up, you know. So here's the funniest one between me and Nintendo. I'll leave you guys with this one before we finish off the stream tonight because we got about 15 minutes. I'll leave you guys with this response here. This one was hilarious. This one was so good. I have to pull it up. So this Forever Sandorian guy was making fun of Nintendo because, you know, Nintendo always talks about how expensive Nintendo stuff is, but Nintendo went out and bought 2 controllers. So he spent $200 on Steam Deck or Steam controllers. So then this guy, you know, quote tweeted him because he responded. He said, "Never said it wasn't a great deal. However, you buy a $100 controller, you have absolutely no right to call it Nintendo for being expensive. That's all." It's just, he says, where do I even begin? So then I was like, where do I even begin? Oh, I know. Begin by admitting you're a grifter, or maybe stop running scared from talking Nintendo sales with myself or Nintendo Prime. Or you could begin by not deleting comments that destroy your fake sales vids on YouTube. So then this guy Wade was like, shout out to my man Wade, and he was like, man, that moment when he deleted Prime's comments on that video was rich. Like, he couldn't even make a counter argument to the sources Prime provided. And then here's this liar Nintendo. Like I told y'all, this He is Wario, bro. This dude is a liar. This guy is a straight up, and it's not even like he criticizes Nintendo, so I have a problem with him. What I have a problem with is that he is a liar. He is out here grifting, lying, misinforming people, and he's so scared to simply talk. Let's just talk about the facts. Let's give people the right information, and he doesn't want to do it. So that's the reason why I pick on him a lot. That's the reason why I talk about it, not because I hate him. I don't hate him. I just call out his lies. He's a liar. This guy is a lying fraud. So this is a lot. LOL, what? You guys just making things up now, huh? No, we're not making things up. No, we're not. You delete peeps' comments on your videos. Prime has confirmed this. So then right here, he says, so you have proof that Prime was lying? Prime provided the screenshots. What do you have? Funny how he is not responding. I said, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. This dude is a liar. Prime destroyed him in his comment section. Prime made a video calling him out, saying that he deleted his comment when he cooked him. I think he also deleted my comment when I cooked him too. And also JCat, or Wound Up Penguin here, he deletes her comments too. There's been a number of people that have came out and said this dude will delete your comment if you cook him on his fake sales numbers and his fake data that he provides, his manipulated data. Prime literally put out a video exposing it. Exposing how this dude be manipulating and lying and providing sources and facts. You guys know how Prime is, man. He don't be saying nothing unless he feels very confident about it. So that's why I say this dude's a fraud. That's why I say he's a fraud. He's a liar. He's a scammer. He's a complete fraud. And that's why his audience is running away. That's why his audience is running away from him. That's exactly why he's losing all of his audience. You know? Exactly why he's losing all of his audience. Like this one right here. I cooked him in question 2. So like this one right here, he put up this one, he got salty on this one. He was like, remember when everyone thought the Switch 2 games and console would never need a discount? Switch 1 era was different level of success for Nintendo. All the Switch 2 games are on clearance. That's a lie. All Switch 2 games are not on clearance. A lot of those games are actually still full price. Some places like Costco or whatever might have them on clearance, but all Switch 2 games are definitely not on clearance. That's a lie. And the console has had discounts and price drops all over the world. It's still full price many places in the world. There was a little bit of discounts, I think, for Black Friday last year, but nope. Switch 1 got clearances too. Switch 1 got games discounted as well in certain places. So this guy's a liar. He's a manipulator and he's a liar. And so this is what got him kind of salty a little bit. This one got him a little spicy. When I said, remember when you lied about Switch 2 sales so bad you lost damn near all your audience? He didn't have any response, bro. He said, still trying to use me to become relevant, eh? This guy's an idiot. Look at this right now. Look at how stupid this guy is, bro. Still try. By the way, he only has 35,000 subscribers. Okay. So I don't need to use him to make, like, I don't gotta talk about him to make money. I don't gotta talk about him to do my job. Like today, we were cracking jokes and people were having fun. People were supporting the stream. We don't need him. But anyway. So I said, still lying and running like a bee, eh? By the way, I'm more relevant than you'll ever be. I sure hope so. You do this full time. Dude, you just said to become relevant. But then now you said you sure hope so. You do it full time. I said I'm more relevant than you. This guy's an idiot. This guy is an idiot. He's legitimately an idiot. You just said still trying to use it to become, I said I'm more relevant than you. Oh, well, I hope so. Oh, you do it full time. Yeah, you idiot. Yeah, I'm more relevant than, what are you talking about, use you to become relevant? I'm already relevant. I'm more relevant than you. I don't need you to become relevant. And then you just confirm that by saying, I sure hope so. You do this full time. This guy's an idiot. Anybody that listens to him is an idiot. He literally just contradicts himself within 2 tweets. By the way, I do YouTube full time. I also have another job. I do other stuff full time too. It's not my only thing that I do. Anyway, he's scared. He's scared. So I had a little bit of fun messing with him today. So that was fun. That was funny. So he got also super ratioed on that post. So 175 likes. He got absolutely obliterated. He also, another thing that I don't like is that he quote tweets Stealth a lot, talking all sorts of smack. Like, he apparently has a problem with Stealth whenever Stealth posts like just information like Smash Brothers sold this. He always sits there and has a problem with stuff. Like, so I don't like the cheap shots at Stealth. He's took cheap shots at Stealth in his videos. This guy's a complete fraud. He'll sit there and take cheap shots at people in his videos, but then he won't actually come to the table and debate and talk about those cheap shots. He completely hides. He's a complete fraud. I've never seen somebody with 30,000 subscribers. I've seen people with like 5,000 or a couple thousand shrivel away, but I've never seen somebody so confidently make the bold claims and videos and get that many views on lies only to shrivel away and run away from somebody, you know, that wants to talk to them. I mean, don't get me wrong. Banana Man did the same thing. Banana Weirdo did the same thing. Like, he made a bunch of lies and called me a moron. And then when I said, hey, let's talk, let's settle this like men, he also ran away like a little punk. But I mean, you know, that's expected from somebody who, once again, think that once that creatine or that protein he's taking or that steroids or whatever he's taking, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he's taking kind of makes him a little, you know, loopy. But like, I've never seen somebody with that many subs be that confident, you know what I'm saying, in what they're doing and what they're saying, only to run away from everyone that simply wants to talk to them about their own videos and their numbers and their sales data, you know? So it's weird, man. It's weird. Yeah, we talked about the Switch 2 bundle, man. We talked about it. Trent says Nintendo deleted my comment on this YouTube channel also. That's what I'm saying. I've seen a lot of people, man. I've seen a lot of people say the same thing. No, listen, there is no Twitter beef. I have no Twitter beef with him. All I'm doing is calling out his lies. All I'm doing is saying that he's a liar. That's it. I'm just saying facts. That he's a liar. That's it. I don't have any personal problem with him. I don't hate him outside of him being a liar. I don't know him. But he's a liar. That's it. I do this. Yes, I do this full time. I also have another job that I do part time, but I do this full time as well. And when I work in my field, I want the right information to be out there. If someone's gonna sit there and lie and get a lot of attention and then run away when somebody wants to question them on that, to me that's the biggest form of a L YouTuber. You're a loser, a complete loser. Who gets that type of attention, brags about getting all that attention. By the way, he'll brag about it, brag about getting attention, brag about everyone watch his videos, and then when someone says, okay, well let's talk about that since you're right? You got all those likes, you got all those views, people think that you're right. Why don't you just want to discuss the specifics on your information? Oh no, I don't want to do that. No, I'm good. I have no business. I don't. But I'll argue with you on YouTube or on Twitter. I'll argue with you on his comment section. But I won't talk to you live. Like, that's a complete loser behavior. That's like straight up L. That's why he lost all his audience. You know, that's why he got upset. All those people that were watching when he got 600,000 views, 16K likes. What happened to all those people? 100,000 views plus? Buyer's remorse was real, and then Prime put out a video literally saying that that's a load of crap. That is false. Prime put out a video going over, detailing the different reviews on the Switch 2 and saying no. And I made a video as well, also going over it, where the large majority of people were not having buyer's remorse at all. And that was last year with the Switch 2. This year, it's even better with the Pocopia and all that. So all we're doing is calling out the lies. You can critique. Once again, do you see me, Nintendo Prime, saying anything about people complaining about Mario Kart being $80? No. Do you see us sitting here and saying people are lying when it comes to game key cards, you know, and not having the game full on cartridge? No. I haven't been upset or critiqued anybody for doing that. That's fine. If there's a legitimate thing like, oh, well, even like Mario Tennis, oh, it's too expensive. That's fine too. I haven't came out and critiqued anybody that said that. If you want to say it, that's fine. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. All I'm doing is calling out the actual lies. Oh, the Switch 2's not selling well. That's a lie. That's a grift. That's a lie. We all know that's a lie. That's all I'm doing. is just calling out that. That's it. Says OJ out here sticking up for his boy Stealth. He said, "Y'all want to fight my friend? You have to fight me." Yeah, I mean Stealth's my homie, but I mean, like I said, he seems like to be picking on Stealth, and you know Stealth is cool. He don't really say nothing back, so I mean, like, that's when I was like, all right, this he's got like not only is he wrong and he's a liar, he's grifting for money, but he's also got like an ego on him. I can knock him down a peg or two, you know. He called me adorable. I called him a liar, a grifter, a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Yo, just win Cali. But once again, I'm open. If this somehow gets the Nintending or any of his actual real non-botted followers, you know, I'm here. I'm here to discuss the videos. I'm here to discuss the buyer's remorse. I'm here to go over all the facts. If you guys want to, I'm here. Let me know. I can do it somewhere else too. We can do it on your channel. We can do it on anybody else's channel. We can do it on Flipping the Switches channel. I'm here to discuss that. You know, so I'm just here to provide the truth and not lies. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. He called you adorable. Did I mishear that? If not, pause. Well, yeah, at some point he did. He did. He did, but that's okay. That's why I said I called him. So yeah, here was the chain. Before we'll kind of finish off on this one. It was after the tweet. It was after the tweet. It says, "I sure hope so. You do this full time." And I said, "I work multiple jobs. YouTube is just one of them." And I said, "You can't do YouTube full time. You don't have the talent, and you lie too much." I mean, the truth hurts. He actually does not have the talent, and like the grift is running out. Like there's not as much stuff to talk about. He does not have the talent to do YouTube full time. He's boring, and his voice sucks. His voice is trash. Let's see. So you don't have the talent, and you lie too much. He does lie too much as well. You lost all your audience after the lies on Switch 2 sales, which he did. All those hundreds of thousands of people that were watching him, they all tapped out after his hour-and-a-half damage control video. They all tapped out and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm out of here. This guy's a fraud." They all literally, like, where are those people at? Where are all those people that he was hyping up that was saying, "Oh my gosh, they all agree with me." The 600, like, where were all those people at? They're all gone. Nobody's watching like that anymore. He's not gaining a bunch of subs like he got anymore. He's not getting all the new subs that he got. He's not getting all those views that he got. This is a bunch of simps left. That's all it is. There ain't nobody relevant left. All those people are gone. They all left. He ain't getting those views no more. So I said, "You're a liar, grifter, fraud, weirdo," which he is. He's a liar. He's a grifter. He's a fraud, and he's a weirdo. So yeah, it's all good. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. But all right. Thank you guys so much for coming out to today's stream, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna hit you guys with some my video today. If you haven't seen my video, or I did the video yesterday, I did it over Sunday. But check out my video talking about everyone is buying a Switch 2. So if you haven't seen that video, I go over a lot of different stuff that's happening with the sales and with some of the stuff. Remember, this week is Nintendo financials. So we're going to have some stuff to talk about. There's going to be some interesting stuff to talk about. May 8th. So that will be Thursday early in the morning. I'll be up making a video about that, talking about it. So that'll be fun. So there you go. I'll be talking about it. Okay, I see this here. It says PC players aren't Grand Theft Auto 6's core audience. Take-Two CEO says that's why we have to wait for it. Oh man, that's not gonna make PC gamers happy at all. They're not the core audience. Thought they were kind of. But all right, guys, thank you so much for coming out to the stream today. Check out my most recent video if you haven't seen it. I just linked it right there on the stream. Let's see here. So I just linked it there on the stream. Shout outs to everybody. Appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you guys for your support. Like always, we had a crazy stream today, guys. Combo breaks and we're further than beyond. Also, thank you for Ontario. Thank you for subscribing to the channel too. But yeah, great stream today, guys. Thank you guys for the support, man. It was nuts. It was nuts today. So I appreciate that. We'll be back tomorrow for Tuesday's stream where we'll discuss all sorts of cool stuff happening and all of that. So it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow on tomorrow's stream. So watch my video if you haven't seen it today, guys. Hit the like button before you go. You guys all hop over to my stream or hop over to my video. Watch it. Everybody's buying a Switch too. So, all right, guys. Love y'all. And I will see you guys for the next one. Peace out. Thank you guys for all the support today. Big love to Varks to everybody. You guys are goated, man. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.